You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Welcome to another Rowdy Thursday. And ladies and gentlemen, that could mean one thing and one thing only. It is a brand new episode of A Worthy Addiction.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a show like no other, hosted by none other than me and my rowdy brother. So I will not waste any freaking time introducing him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the man that makes all the ladies say his name, and he appears. I believe in unworthy. I believe in unworthy. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, unworthy, dynamite. Collector. Woo!
Thank you. Such a beautiful introduction. And my brother over here, my co-host, the man of the hour. He's been running trains on women so long, he remembers when they were called running wagons. Mr. Toy Addict 17.
Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful intro. And for everybody that's watching, thank you for joining us on this Thursday, whether you're watching live or watching in a replay. We thank you for the love and support that you guys always show us on Thursday.
Here's to you.
Here's to you. Here's to you guys.
Thank you for being here.
All you viewers. Unworthy, happy Thursday.
Yeah, man.
As always, dude, we got through hump day. And we're going to continue to hump through the rest of the week because that's what the Rowdy Boyz do. Dude, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to keep on humping through the fucking week, baby.
I see. Now show me the motion. Like that's I like the form.
Well, you know, if it's a slimmer one, you can come in here like this. But if it's a big one, right in
like this, or
Cobra knows about it.
Or you could do the new one. you could do the Danny bounce. Oh, that's awesome, man. Phenomenal week, man. It hasn't been too bad. It's been a great week, man. I'm happy to be here. Dude, I've been
I mean, you've been awful fucking boring for the last week. You know, I hate to put you on blast like this. I hate to call you out, but I feel like this is the perfect time for you.
Well, this is why
You've been
I love
awful fucking boring. You know,
why?
you don't call unless I'm right in the middle of doing something. You don't text unless, again, I'm right in the middle of doing something. No, okay. And then when you do, it's nothing like, hey, how are you? How's it going? It's always like, hey, I need you to do this. Hey, when are you going to have this done? And it's like, God damn, when did Danny and I get married?
Well, you know what? That's one of the many things that I appreciate about you. You're very honest with me. You're very honest. And I agree. I have been boring. I haven't been really taking any photos. I haven't been really doing much. I just been, chillaxing, enjoying the weather, working, being an adult, and then, but also looking forward to days like this where I could being an adult, quote unquote. Yeah. So, I don't know. What would you like me to do? Like what? Please teach me. Help me here. What is something
just
you
like
would want?
Just once in a while, maybe a nice little selfie going like this, thinking of you, something like that.
Okay, fair enough.
Just cute little romantic shit.
That's just send you a picture of a white claw and say, hey, I sent this.
Saw this and thought of you. Yeah. That sort of shit.
Right. Well, speaking of boring, I have been doing a lot of boring shit. I agree with you, but I have been looking at freaky facts about like creepy things. So I have a couple of them here. Maybe I'll, I know the chat's here. I want to say what I chat, but I'll read you a few of them. And
yeah, let's hear it. Fuck the chat.
There's some that there's some. We'll be here when we get to it. They'll be here. Yeah, so there's been a few things that I've been looking at, man. I've been into we're just reading creepy facts. Sometimes I'll scroll on TikTok and I'll see like people put like facts about things. And the first one I got here because I said there. Did you know there's only one species of spiders that are vegan?
Vegan?
They're vegan. They don't eat like other bugs, I think, or they don't fucking go to Wendy's and get a full
This seems like you're setting me up for a joke.
No, I'm serious. They don't. I don't know which species of spider it is, but there's one species of spider.
Hey, hold on now. You can't say that there is one and then say you don't know what it is.
No, I don't know. It doesn't. I'm reading. It doesn't tell me which one. Like, somebody help me. If anybody knows any facts about spider, Yeah, I don't know what kind of spider it is, but it doesn't eat. It eats plants. A daddy longlegs? No, daddy longlegs eat bugs, right?
Daddy longlegs eat bugs. Daddy longlegs are the most poisonous spider, like pound for pound. Like they are the most poisonous spider. They could kill a human being, no problem. The fact is that they just don't have sharp enough
The
teeth to get through
sharp, yeah.
our big fat human skin cells.
Now, here's a question for you. Why would they would you consider like another spider meat? Like, would you consider it meat to another spider? Like why would you give it?
Well,
Why would somebody?
I I
Yeah.
feel like we're treading awful close to cannibalism talk again. And the last time we did that, we went off the fucking rails for about 2 hours.
No, but it's an honest question. Like I'm reading it here, and it says there's only one species of spiders that is vegan. And it's like that means vegan means like they're plant. They only eat plant-based, like
Well, I
plants,
think
right?
yeah, vegan. No, not
No meat,
necessarily.
no meat, right?
No animal byproducts. Like so, a vegan, I don't think eats eggs or drink milk.
Okay.
Like a vegetarian will still drink milk. I
Mm.
think a vegetarian will. No, maybe vegetarians don't eat eggs. I don't know. If there's any vegetarians in the chat, don't bother letting us know because we don't give a shit.
No, but yeah, it's interesting because I mean, I wouldn't consider a bug like a form of meat, like another bug. Like there are
Yeah, I
spiders
mean, I
that,
would consider it a protein.
yeah. I mean, maybe that's why. Okay. All right. Next fact. Ready?
Yeah.
Next fact that I have is that dead people can get goosebumps. Did you know that a deceased person could get goosebumps?
No.
For real?
I didn't.
Did you know this? I didn't know
No.
this neither. It's creepy as shit, right? Like it's like you. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know
somebody. If anybody in the chat works at a mortuary and you're
I mean, I had a hard time believing. I had a hard time believing the vegan spider thing, but I don't know. The dead people with goosebumps. That seems
Listen,
too much.
this is the internet. This has to be correct, right?
You got to believe everything.
You got to believe everything on the internet. Yeah, it says dead people can get goosebumps. I know that deceased, like working in the in or surrounded, in the hospital and working around the medical field. I know that sometimes like some nerves will still twitch. So like if I've been told that deceased people still kind of like make them. It's like the final what is it? The final stuff like before they're like completely shut down, like their nerves start moving. So sometimes it'll twitch or move a little bit. I don't know how I would
They
react to something
also
like
say
that.
that a dead person's hair and fingernails continue to grow, but like it's not actually that they're continuing to grow. It's just like everything else of the human body is sucking in on itself and decaying and shriveling, so
Yeah.
that it's like they look bigger. So like when I die, man, make sure when I die, you got to give me your word. When I die, you got to make sure you go into the morgue and get like 2-3 weeks later, you got to go in and get a good dick pic, because if everything is going to look bigger once I'm dead,
All right.
that's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need that self-esteem boost because I'm going to be a dead bastard.
You could picture like the people walking in, like your entire family walking in, and they're like all sobbing, and I'm in there like, hold
Open
on.
the door. They're like, I knew it.
I have the Ulanzi light trying to like practice shadow work. I'm like, wait, let me pose them. Let me see how articulated it is. Oh man, yeah. So yeah,
I think I don't know. I don't know for sure whether or not dead people can get goosebumps. It sounds kind of stupid, but if you say it's true, who might argue?
Hey, I'm not saying it's true. The internet says it's true. So if the internet says it's true, it's true. But did you know? But to hear this, did you know that the last thing that goes away in your body is your hearing when you die? That's the last thing that goes.
When you die?
That's true. Like I don't know, like specifically how or whatever, but
so like you hear things for a good like what? How many minutes we talking about after you dead? How much longer you hear things?
I don't know. I don't work in a mortuary.
Listen, you can't just be giving us these random facts and not have facts to back them up.
We'll get back to that, okay? But listen, before I continue, I think we're fucking in trouble here because our more mature brother is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Clintastic 4.
What up?
What up, Clint? Sorry, we must be in trouble when you show up.
He must have knew that we were about to start talking about some inappropriate stuff.
Yeah, it's intuition.
That's what we love about you, Clint. You know how to keep us humbled, keep us grounded. You know what I mean?
Well, you're talking about having good self-esteem, and I knew I had to jump in and fix that.
Just crush that. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's it. No further.
No, we can't have you being confident and shit.
Yeah, well, you know, a little bit of confidence goes a long way. Luckily, I haven't gone a long way because Clint.
All right. Do you guys want the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one it's spiders again. It's back to spiders. It says spiders are not able to chew. They insert their poison fluid into their victim's body until it melts off. Then they suck it. It's what I read. It's what I read. It's here.
So,
I'm not.
They turn your skin. They turn your skin into a Capri Sun bag, essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And they.
Man, can you imagine if everything was that easy? Like, I don't know. You ever had a steak that was just like way too done, and you're like you didn't want to insult the person that made it for you, so like you try to eat it. Like, imagine if you just had like those little things where you're just like, and then just stick a straw in there.
It just melts.
And then you get a steak slushy. Maybe steak's a bad example. Maybe steak's a bad example. Granted,
anything with meat and doing that, I just can't not.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. Yeah, that just doesn't work. For some it do, but not. I don't know. That's weird, right?
Well, you know, I just was trying to relate to you. I don't know. You were giving us all these weird things that I.
Well, I mean, this is the stuff that you're on. I mean, how many of us go on social media and we start little things like this interest me? Like, I love to hear about stuff like this. Again, this is all real. This is the internet's telling me this.
Yeah.
So yeah. So spiders, yeah. So I think that's something known. I think we've known that. We were taught that in school, right? That spiders,
You're putting way too much faith in our education system.
Yeah. Listen, I went to school in upstate New York, baby. We learned how to tie our shoes in 9th grade.
Oh God. But that's it for the damn facts. But the chat's here. I want to say what's up to the chat. Ladies and gentlemen,
we haven't done that yet.
The host of the Weekly Habit, who had an amazing episode, by the way, yesterday. So shout out to Cobra Dad. He is in the house. He said, all right, it's Thursday. I rolled a joint, dipped in melted balls. And let's blaze, baby. All right. We got Mr. Handsome Man himself, Mr. Jedi Jack. What's going on, Jedi Jack? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. We got our homie Cal the Collector. What's going on, dude? Welcome. We got our homie Diggs Figs in the house.
Yeah.
Diggs Figs was one of the hosts on the Weekly Habit. Awesome show, guys. You guys did great. We got our homie Gway Crates. What's going on, dude? Welcome.
What's up?
We got one of the hosts of Latin Legion, Mr. Ed Nice in the house. Get the pasando. Unworthy, say what he said. Read that.
¿Qué está pasando, mi gente? What's up?
Hey!
How'd I do?
Nailed it.
I'm white. I don't fucking know. I'm white.
Nailed it.
I'm so white, I'm almost clear. Look at me in this.
We got our homie KJ Smith, one of the highly posable hosts. Check them out tomorrow. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check them out. Awesome show. We got one of the hosts of the Skeletons too, Mr. Deadman One. What's going on, Deadman? What's going on, dude? We got Shoot in the house. Shoot. What up, Shoot? Oh, Shoot. We got Mr. Raven Eye Studio in the house. And also check out his live show. Well, they're on YouTube now, right? It's already on.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming.
No, we're gonna get there. Before the end of the night, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, definitely check them out on Mondays. Him, Across the Toy Multiverse, and Mr. Vico Sands. They have an amazing live talk toys. They bring guests on, and I was a guest. I hopped on. It was pretty dope hanging out with those guys. We got Sexy Man, another Sexy Man, Mr. Green Geek. And Wipa. What up, dude? What's going on? We got the Chain Brothers in the house. What's going on, fellas? We got a man who reminds us that there are no Cody Crybabies anymore. Mr. Rel Collects in the house. What's going on, Rel? What's going on, Rel? Who we got here? Oh, man. You guys are just hanging out.
I just want to let everybody know that's watching this. Danny puts a lot of effort into making sure that he mentions everybody. Where by like the third or fourth name, my propensity is to say and etc. and then just say hello to everybody else.
No,
y'all really got to thank this man for showing y'all the love, because I love you too, but man, I'm lazy.
Well, with that being said,
Danny's just a decent person, so
true. That's true.
Sorry, on our limited. What's going on?
What's up?
He says, "Please don't unworthy."
What? I did my best, man. I did my best. I don't know. You know what? I know how to ask for. I did some work. I used to work and I did some work in Mexico City, and I did some work down in Brazil. And I learned how to say, "May I have another beer?" And do you know where my underwear is? Because that was about that's as much as I needed to know how to say.
Let's hear it. Let me hear you say what. Let me hear it. Come on.
Uno más cerveza, por
favor. And where's my underwear?
¿Dónde está mi ropa interior?
Oh shit, dude, you're really impressed this shit. You know what's crazy? I never asked.
Not all I needed to
know. Man, I told you he was more Rican than I was. Deadman has a fun fact here for us. He says the Bagheera kipling, a species of jumping spiders, the only known spider that mostly herbivores diet, lives in Central America, including Mexico, Costa Rica. Oh, okay. Shit. Damn. Thank you, Deadman. Appreciate that.
I don't appreciate that. Like, I don't appreciate any spider fact. Any spider fact.
What else? I know Cobra had said something about working at a mortuary or some shit like that. Raven says my smallest kid has a habit of...
Go ahead. Sorry.
He said my smallest kid had a habit of eating spiders as a baby. Could explain. Okay. Hey. It's
him doing this, and you know he's practicing. Be ready. Do not drive him to a wrestling match. Whatever you do.
He says, "I need to hear why you needed to know how to say that." That's a great question.
Mind your own fucking business. Mind your own fucking business. All right.
Hey, everybody that's in the chat. Hey, much love to you guys. You guys are always the best. Third, fourth, fifth host, whatever it is. You guys are always awesome. And yes, I do love to interact with you guys. We all like to interact with you guys and hear your comments. So please feel free to participate, hang out with us tonight. So perfect segue. I have a discussion question for tonight. Before we get into that, we're going to be talking about, we got the biggest event in the summer happening this Saturday, Summerslam. So we're going to be giving our predictions tonight of Summerslam. Hopefully, you know, it's a very surprising show. You know, hopefully some returns. Who knows what happens? Also, we're gonna be shouting out some weekly fix people tonight, showing them some love tonight by the end of the show. But other than that, we're gonna get into our discussion question. So I had a perfect discussion question for tonight, and because I love to, you know, get your creative juices flowing in chat, you could, you know, tag along, hang out with us.
I love it when I get.
So discussion question for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is a studio gives you the green light to make any film of your choosing. What film would you make? They give you the green light. It could be any studio. It could be Disney, Marvel Studios, DC Studios. It could be anything. Anything. What movie would you make?
One? What's the point? Because I got some fan fiction. I'm hoping that
I don't know. So, film, anybody.
All right, I'll start.
Go ahead.
I would love to see a movie adaptation of Thor, the Thor God of Thunder comic book run, the God Bomb.
Okay.
With Gore the God Butcher. The God Butcher God Bomb story. Thor God of Thunder. I would love to see that. I don't want Chris Hemsworth playing Thor. But I would love to see what the hell is the homie's name there from The Boys? He plays Billy the Butcher. I think he would be great as Beta Ray Bill in that story.
Okay.
I can't think of his name. He was in Thor too. Carl Urban.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. That's dope. Now, who would you he would be better, right? Who would you cast as Thor if you're not going to use Chris?
You know, what the heck? I can't. Alan Richmond.
Alien figs.
Richardson or what's that? Reacher, Jack Reacher.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Shit.
Yeah.
Another eye candy.
Yeah, like he's got it. He's got the perfect build, the arms for it. And short hair too, like because it's the unworthy Thor story.
Now, do you feel like you'll get backlash from a lot of fans because it's like they're used to Chris Hemsworth being Thor, and they're like, "Oh, why didn't you use him?" Like, do you feel like you'll get?
Here's the thing: is I don't usually give a shit about people's backlash or people's opinions of my opinions.
Okay. And for everybody that's answering, I'm gonna star your answer so I can showcase them. Clint, if you were given the green light to make a film, dude, what film would you make?
We all know what film I would make.
Let's hear it.
I'm taking on X-Men, like.
Oh, okay. Any
legit 90s.
Go ahead.
With no Wolverine.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Bold move. Bold move.
No Deadpool.
No, definitely no Deadpool. I'd probably do the 70s team for starters. Yeah.
So who would you have as your main cast?
I have no.
Or you're not thinking that far ahead?
I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get the script out the door first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right. Okay.
What about you, Danny?
If I was giving the green light, I would definitely make a God of War film. I would make a God of War film. I would hire the best special effects people to do it. Maybe some people from the 300 or from Gladiator. I would get somebody or even somebody that works on like House of Dragons, like that. Those whoever's working in just with the wardrobe. Like I think it.
I would say that's a better option because the two movies he's listed are way over 20 years old.
Yeah, I know. I think, I would definitely like hire some of the wardrobe people from those shows, and as far as Kratos, man, that's hard, man, because I would probably go with what's this guy's name from oh Lord, he played in the 300. Butler, right?
Oh, Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, yeah. I would cast Gerard Butler as Kratos. I would cast him. I don't need a big bulky Kratos. I don't need.
You don't want no big meaty men slapping me.
I don't want no big meaty men in my movie. He could be a nice average size. I just think that I'm going with more of the like acting ability. I think he will nail that part. I think his ability to play that part, he would kill it. And like you would forget that he's not video game accurate. Like you would forget about that. Like the story would be legit.
I have a counter suggestion for you.
Okay.
What about Idris Elba?
To play Kratos?
I think he'd be a good Kratos.
I'm liking this.
I would go as bold. I would be as bold as to cast Idris Elba as Zeus. He would be my Zeus in it. Like again, it don't have to be video game accurate. He would be like Zeus for me.
I don't know. I don't know. Zeus is a little bit. I think Zeus is more of the cowardly of the two. Idris does this. I don't think he's got it in him to be a coward. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why you push the actors. This is my movie.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
This is my goddamn movie.
Man, I was just trying to offer.
You know you're going to be coming to us for advice, and we're just going to be taking it over anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
after
Clint and I are going to be casting your movie anyway.
Great question. Chu says, which God of War? Honestly, I will start with the first one. I would start with the first game. I have to go into the origin story. I would do the whole like him, with Ares, and he's fighting, and he ends up murdering his family. Spoiler alert for anybody that's lived under a rock.
I haven't even finished the game. Thanks a lot.
Really? Are you serious? But I think I would definitely start from the beginning. I would if it's successful, which I pray that my 3 movies are successful, like my franchises. Like after that, I would do like spin-off shows. From like Ghost of Sparta, like I would do like spin-off shows.
Man, you got dreams.
I got it already here. It's already here.
I'm with you.
But I will be honest with you. Like within the first week of filming, I will be calling and say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Somebody help me, please, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, let's see some answers. So 88 Fig says, I make a horror Animorphs film. Ooh, that's bold.
I dig it.
Round Class said I would make a Shredder origin. Dude, that's such a miss. That's such a missed opportunity.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, like, well, let's see some of that. Like, I would definitely watch a Shredder origin story. Like, I would love that.
Yeah, forget everything we suggested. Let's make that happen. That sounds like something that really did.
Yeah, absolutely. he says he can be an average size. Right. Oh, this is a good one. Raven says Idris Elba could be Ares. Okay, hey, it's my movie.
I still think he'd be a better Kratos.
So I got some starred answers here.
Yeah,
so
I thought that's what you were showing.
No. Raven says reality show with toy collectors drunkenly chasing ghosts with their figure cinematic gold. Yeah, absolutely. I would watch that. I would even fund that. Cobra Dad says I would make a biopic of Billy Corgan with Clint Cassidy. Okay. Shu says I would have loved to see Deadpool and Wolverine, the murder musical.
You know, Hugh Jackman would have loved that.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Cal says the last installment to the 300. Yeah, I like the first one. Was there a second one?
Yeah, it was. It was.
I didn't watch it. It was okay.
Decent.
Okay.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I didn't hate. I mean, I didn't see it, so we're still to hate. Chain Brother says Menace to Society. Now, hear me out, Chain Brothers. Is this you're making a remake or a sequel? Which one is it? Is it a remake or sequel? And Toy Art says Batman versus Predator. Nice.
That's been done. The fan fiction, the fan film was way better. Like you'll never get that out of a Hollywood movie. Just watch the fan movie.
What a way to destroy somebody's dreams.
No, it would be a great movie.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I'm counterpoint to you, Unworthy. Everyone's made a fan movie about everything, so that's not a valid argument. He can do whatever he wants.
All right, fair point.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Exactly. Let's quote of the night. Fuck Unworthy.
Oh man. Toya, make sure you thank Clip for that. Jay Brother says Goodfellas. Oh, now remake or sequel? Because if you're gonna name a movie, I need to know whether it's a remake or a sequel. All right, and then Wade says I would like to see a young Stan Lee film, but cut to the character imagination using CGI. I would think it would be a dope to see the process of how he broke into comic books. Dude, that would be
like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type situation.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Dude.
Fuck yeah. That would be fucking awesome, man. And he says, Chain Brother says remake. Okay. Diggs Fig says Revenge of the Nerds remake. Danny is the direct can only cast people for that. Oh man, that would be. Listen, I already got a cast, so
we start filming at Legion's Con.
There you go. We'll start filming there. Hey, I'm taking we're doing a casting thing. So anybody wants to be in the movie, just let us know. If you're going to Legion's Con. What else we got? He said I thought it was remakes. No. I didn't
remake, new.
It could remake or sequel, right? Like only reason I say this because you're naming movies that already are out. So I always ask whether they're going to be a remake to the movie, a reboot, or a sequel to it. Usually people go into the remake, like a lot of studios go into remakes. I personally enjoy sequels more because I like the story to continue, depending on what story. Right. Okay.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
I would watch that. I would watch the hell out of that movie.
I would watch it, but that's just because I'm a messy bitch who loves drama. So yeah.
He says, "Fuck you." Wow. Okay. He says, "Make a Cobra Dad with Danny Cass." Hey, I think I would play a more successful you. I'll be down for that, Cobra Dad.
and listen, you and Cobra Dad got something in common. You both got an overweight white guy as your best friend. So
there you go.
Me and the Fallen, baby. We can swap roles. Fallen can play Unworthy. I'll play Fallen.
It'll be like Freaky Friday. More.
That could be an even better idea.
He says, I want to be an ogre. Okay. All right. And it says, how about a Small Soldiers remake with stop motion they have nowadays? Okay. You know what? That's a movie that I feel like should be either remade or like they should make a sequel to. Like Small Soldier. I like this first Small Soldier. Did you guys watch it in theaters? I saw it in theaters.
Oh yeah. I used to have the DVD too. I don't know what I had.
I had the like the what was it, like the 10-inch figures that came out that used to talk. And man, like a movie like that coming out now, especially like with collectors, it'd be fucking dope. Like you would never see kids watching movies about toys. You would see adults watching movies about toys. It would be all the scalpers that you see at Target. They'll all be there, front row seat, watching this movie. So, all of them.
Except for the Hot Wheels guys. They'd still be at Target looking through all the Hot
Wheels. Still on that. Matt, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Freaky Friday remake. Oh, perfect, dude. So
they're already making a sequel.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Same people?
With Jamie Lee?
Jamie Lee and Lindsay, yeah.
Wow. I don't know this.
Lindsay even?
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay's back.
Lindsay's back, baby. It's 2020. It's gonna be 2025. Oh yeah, time for Lindsay to come back.
I would say I would want a Parent Trap sequel, but like I know the mom died in real life. She really passed away.
And Dennis Quaid's getting, Randy Quaid, whatever the fuck his name is. He's getting too old. Whatever that.
I would work because I mean, you know, he's gonna have to be old, or it doesn't have to be a movie about them. It could just be both of the sisters, like, you know. I don't know, fucking.
You know, I wrote a fan fiction about twins of Lindsay Lohan, but it was not Freaky Friday or Trading, whatever that one was. Trading Places. Not Trading Places. What the fuck is Parent?
That's a movie I would love to see, like a sequel of, or I want to see it. I just want to watch the original. Trading Places is the best, man. Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie is. It's kind of similar to like True Lies. I'll still mess with that woman. I'll still date her. Jamie Lee Curtis is still hot to me.
Like right now, come on, seriously, no.
Right now,
Jamie Lee.
Yeah.
Right now, Jamie Lee.
Absolutely.
No, come on, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, I will. I will riz the shit out of her. Not riz, like not inappropriate. You know what I mean.
Take her out on a very nice.
But think of all the yogurt you can get.
Right. Idiot says I need a Constantine sequel. I think are they making a sequel? Is that still happening?
I don't not with Keanu.
No?
I don't think so.
No, it ain't gonna.
Says like Jamie Lee as she looks, and yeah, absolutely. Cobra Dad says, I seen a leaked video of Justin Bieber at Diddy's pad called Unboxing Art. What's on, Art? Says, I need an updated Debbie Does Downs. Okay. Yeah. Check the state of the art every Wednesday, also at 7:30. Gotta shout my boy out, man.
Yeah, whatever you don't call it unboxing art. That's not what the fucking show is called.
No, I said state of the art.
I know. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the other people who might not say it correctly. Like, I don't know, people we might know might call it unboxing art every week.
Diggs, at this point, you're just going to be my casting manager. He says the Pest prequel starring Danny O'Worthy claim to review. Right. Pornhub the musical. Oh, man,
that was a lot like this.
All right. Holy shit. You imagine a Pornhub film in the Quiet Place universe with the monsters. Holy shit. That would be very interesting. Who would watch that? I would. Oh, by the way, I saw. I checked out the. I was telling you already. I watched day one. Honestly, it's for people not if you haven't watched it, it's out on Blu-ray. You can buy it now or even stream it. But it's definitely the weakest out of the three. It's the weakest one. I don't think. I don't think we needed it.
I've not seen any of them. I've not seen any of them. I like scary movies, but I don't know. I have kids that demand my TV most of the time, so I don't get to. By the time I'm ready to watch a movie, I can't sit down.
You should watch it with your kids. I especially the first one.
Maybe
you should watch that with your kids.
Maybe it'll teach them to shut the hell up. Maybe it's on to something.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be able to survive.
What happens when they don't shut up?
Well, listen, that's a film that every time I watch it, I'm like, I would be that asshole if like we were all like hiding inside of like a building or something, or even like a gymnasium. I would, and I know their monsters are like crawling, trying to hear, and everybody's so quiet. I would be the only one to be like, "Chupapi muñaño," and then all these fucking things it just ruin everything. I would be that guy.
Now, here's something I don't
understand. The height is a gymnasium. That's like the highest reverb and echo for. That would be the worst place to be in that situation.
Well, look, my luck, I'm in a fucking gymnasium, just sitting here like, oh yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
Now, here's something I don't know about the movie franchise, but maybe you guys can help me out on.
Yeah, I agree.
If these monsters, do they go to like if they're everybody's got to be quiet, right? But if the monsters come and get you because you made a noise, do they go to where the noise originated or where they heard the noise?
I think it's where they heard the noise. They
know
if exactly.
They're hearing a noise versus where the noise originated.
They're so fucking quick. They show up like before you even think about moving because you're gonna die at that. You might as well just stay there.
Yeah.
The only thing they can't do is swim.
The reason I ask is like if I have a noisemaker and like maybe this noisemaker is like on a timer, right?
Yeah, it would go towards
where the noise is being made, not where it started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
Like, hold on, let me put it in a hypothetical. Okay, so let's say I'm in California, right?
Clint's frustrated,
and I've got a noisemaker machine that I can set like on a timer, right? Like an egg timer, but it doesn't make that annoying as you twist it.
Yeah.
And then Cobra Dad and I are trying to survive somewhere, and we split up, right? And then I see the monsters coming, and I'm like, shit! And I set my timer, and I throw it over at where Cobra Dad.
Kill each other before that even happened, anyway.
Well, yeah. I'm asking you to suspend disbelief here for a second. Let's say Cobra Dad and I have survived. Maybe we have survived long enough to where I have made a noisemaker that I can throw at Cobra Dad. Do the monsters go to where I threw it from, or do they go to where it starts making?
After watching these movies, like it could be the slightest, like in one of the scenes, even like the simplest, like opening a can of like fucking tuna fish or whatever it is, like little noise, like you can't make, like the only way they wouldn't be able to hear you is if like you were like near a waterfall or even like a one of those waterfall display.
So go to a noisy place.
You have to go.
Yeah, it's gonna go to like the loudest sound. Like,
man, I feel like I'm already. I don't need.
Even if you make an initial sound while throwing the noisemaker, if the noisemaker is continuously making sound, it's gonna go towards the noisemaker.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have eyes or anything. It's basically sonar.
But also, if it's steering clear of the noisiest places, I think I'm pretty well safe at my fucking house. I don't know. You guys, Danny, you've talked to me. You know how loud my fucking kids are. I'm safe at my own house then, from the sound. My kids are louder than a fucking waterfall, I can tell you that.
Man. No. I've said this before. They've made horror movies like, back then you would be like argue and say, hey, why the fuck did this person do this? They could have survived. They made it so hard for you to survive in any horror movie now that it's really difficult. You can't even like clear your throat because you'll go they show up. It's like 20 of them show up. You can't do shit. You can't do nothing. Like That's how bad it is. And it's like me, honestly, like I had to talk with my daughter yesterday because we watched the movie together. And I told her, I was like, honey, I love you. But I would purposely call them here
You
because
ain't
we're not
making
surviving. We ain't making it. There's gonna be something that's gonna like piss me off, or I'm gonna like do a random noise and go, "Oh." They're just gonna show up. I'm like, whatever.
Well, I already know if I was in that situation, I would just get it over with, make a sound, and just be like, I do not have the patience for I do not have the patience for a survival scenario. I'm just like, peace.
A quiet place, aliens versus predators. As much as I love the predators and I know they're fucking dope hunters and they could fight, they're worse. Those aliens, I would arguably say they're worse than the xenomorphs. They're a lot worse. They're a lot bigger too, and there's a lot.
I guess I gotta watch this movie. I don't know. This is the one too. Like I remember seeing I remember seeing a scene where like the pregnant lady, she steps on a nail or something, and like the nail goes all the way through her foot, and she doesn't make a noise. Like, oh, right there, I'd have been dead. That thing wouldn't even pierce the skin, and I'd have been like, motherfucker, who put a nail there?
Like, sorry guys. Right. Vico made a good point because I also talked about this with my daughter. I was like, I would die because you're gonna fall asleep, and I snore when I sleep. So that's it for me. I'm gonna die in my sleep. So I might as well just go. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go in my sleep.
You gotta sleep by a waterfall.
But what if you can't find one?
Go chase some waterfalls.
You gotta get Don't listen to TLC. Go find
you have to be like super silent to like you like. I know in the first movie they were walking barefooted, so nobody would hear them. So,
oh my god, yeah, no, I'm not cut out.
They were walking barefooted
I'm
outside.
definitely dying.
He said,
I think Clint's right. I just walk out. Yeah, there we go. I'd walk out in the middle of my screen and be like,
right, that's shit. Right. Oh man. Well, well, yeah. There you go. But thank you for everybody's participation, and we all agree that we all won't survive.
Actually, this gives me a really good idea.
Okay.
This gives me a really good idea for the movie, Back to the Movie remakes, or a movie that we could greenlight. Okay. I want to remake A Quiet Place, but instead of the aliens that I've never seen, so I have no reference. But instead of the aliens, I want it to be Big Bird. Just a bunch of fucking Big Birds from Sesame. How fucking terrifying would that be? Big Bird's just coming to fucking kill you because you made a noise.
I don't think I could survive Big Bird. I don't think
No. Big Bird's vicious. Not like, Big Bird goes crazy. Big Bird just goes nuts, rips you.
Is it the same Big Bird from? He's vicious, but is it the same Big Bird from Sesame Street?
It's Big Bird from Sesame Street, but it's like hundreds and thousands of them. Yeah, and they got teeth and claws.
I'll survive and that you seen that?
I
the way
feel like that'd be scarier than aliens. I'm not afraid. I'm pretty sure I would see aliens come and I'd be like, look at this dickhead. But if like 5 people in Big Bird costumes come running at me, I'd have been like, this is it. This is how I die. This is bullshit. This is how I imagine dying.
Honestly, I think I would survive Big Bird. A bunch of Big Birds. He can't run and like he could walk. It's still a guy.
No, you're not listening.
Well, you're trying to modify Big Bird severely to make the scenario work, so it's already...
No. The aliens, it's the same aliens, but instead of looking like they do, they look like Big Bird.
I still would survive it.
I
would survive that.
Hello, you can see them coming.
It's okay, so fart out in the open and see what happens.
I would. I'm gonna...
Come get me a big old chicken leg bastard.
Frank, what's up, Frank? Rumatoy's in the house. What's up, dude? Yeah, dude. So we all agree that we wouldn't survive A Quiet Place.
Oh no, I wouldn't even attempt to.
I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even try.
I would have died. I'd die before I even knew there was a quiet place going on.
Exactly.
As soon as the aliens invade, I'd be dead because my kids are fucking super loud.
Yeah, I think I'll be the reason why we all get taken out. I'll be the reason. It wouldn't be my kids. It would be me.
Well, first off, even if I attempted to survive, I would stay the fuck away from you two.
That's a good call. That's a very good call.
Vico says, okay, wait, a bunch of Elmos, no, a bunch of Gumbies. Still surviving that. I'm surviving that.
I don't think so. I think you very
first off,
your
Elmo
ability
got no
to
legs.
I would too, Cobra Dad. And then he says, horror version of Sesame Street. Hell yes, Big Bird built like a. He says, yo, just saw that.
Nightmare on Sesame Street. That's what we'd call it.
He says, ran the penguin into a female. No pun intended with the chick. But yeah,
there is a. Are we on? No, I'm thinking Muppets.
Well, they're talking. I think Realm is talking about the Batman. The Cape Crusader. It's on Prime now. The first episode is on Prime now. You can watch it now. It just started, so I'm definitely gonna check that out tonight. But yeah, the penguin is a female in this show.
Okay,
I'm good with it.
Whatever.
I mean, I think we've. Never mind. I ain't gonna go there. Good job, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. That I had full bird head dressed like cloak. All right, good. There you go. All right, well, perfect segue, guys, because we got a couple of trending topics. Not many, because we definitely want to get into our predictions tonight for the biggest event of the summer, which is SummerSlam. Because
it's funny you're calling that the biggest event of the summer when the Olympics are literally going on right now.
Yeah, fuck the Olympics.
Fuck
the Olympics.
It's all the same every year. Every 4 years.
Who cares about winning gold anymore?
I don't even know.
only gold that matters is the WWE title. That's the undisputed title is the only gold that matters right now. All right, so yeah, so trending topics, guys. You ready?
Let's go.
Ready.
What the fuck? So for trending topics,
I love you, Clint. I love you, Clint.
For trending topics, San Diego Comic-Con is long and gone. All the excitement is starting to come out of everybody. Everybody that's went, all our buddies went.
Excitement and COVID.
Excitement and COVID. So, but they made a lot of great announcements towards the end. And one of those announcements is Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. I believe Avengers Doomsday is for 2026.
Yes.
And Avengers Secret Wars is for May 2027. New Avengers movies. The Russo brothers are back. They're back, and they're going to be...
I am excited about that.
Yeah, I'm super excited about the Russo brothers. If you could trust anybody, I think you said this before, and I agree with you 100%. If you're going to trust anybody with an Avengers movie, trust the Russo brothers. Mm-hmm. I think those Avenger movies from that first 10 years, Infinity War and Endgame, were so fucking phenomenal. They become such of a big part of comic book pop culture, or just like movies in general, right? Like if you're not watching these movies in regards, like if you're not watching the movies as like, and you're not a superhero fan, like you gotta watch it just for like action and shit. They did a phenomenal job with the story. So I'm excited for that. But one of the biggest reveals of San Diego Comic-Con was that
there's a new Odious figure. Oh, sorry.
Right. Mr. Robert Downey Jr. is back. Is back in the MCU, and he is our new Victor Von Doom. Now Doom is now being introduced into the MCU, and it's not a new actor. It's Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is back as Victor Von Doom. Now, I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about this. Some people, they're okay with it. Some people think it's a win. Some people think it's stupid. They should have just found a fresh actor to play that part. What are your thoughts, comic book guys?
Obviously there's a reason for him to be in that role that will probably be explained story-wise. So just let it ride out, guys.
Josh Brown, what's going on, Josh?
No, I will agree with you, Clint, because when I first saw this, I was like, this is the most ridiculously stupid thing that I could ever imagine. But you're absolutely right. It's the Russos. It's Robert Downey Jr. There's going to be some big story. There's going to be a reason. There's going to be payoff. So I think we all need to suspend our. Even if Robert Downey Jr. goes out there and he is just Tony Stark as Doctor Doom, it's still going to be good.
Yeah.
I think we need to suspend our harsh feelings until we have reason to until we have reason to think that it, believe that it's correct.
Trust the
I think
process. Yeah, I agree.
yeah, we need to trust it. There are people that I had fantasy casted or fan casted as Doctor Doom, but probably none of them would be as good as Robert Downey Jr. So the one thing that you really need to consider, though, is that most of Doctor Doom is behind a mask. You don't really see the face. So acting chops. There's not many better than Robert Downey Jr. as far as acting chops go. So let's forget that he was. Let's just all pretend. Let's all live in a fantasy world and that we don't know this is the same guy that played Robert Downey. Or played.
We're toy collectors. We know how to pretend.
Like, let's just pretend that we're never going to see his face, and we have to go on acting chops. Now imagine that. Now pick somebody. Acting skills alone without looking at their face. Who would be a better Doctor Doom? Or who could play Doctor Doom better?
He says, I'm going to wait and see. Hopefully they stick the Landing Olympic reference. Nice. Honestly, at this point right now, I'm going to arguably say that I want Robert Downey Jr. to play Vector Von Doom. That's what I want. I want this. I think this is a win for them. I think it adds more to the story. I mean, again, I don't know what the movie's going to be about. I don't know what the script's going to be about.
And we also don't know if he's, since it's all multiverse stuff, we don't know if he's going to be the continuous Doctor Doom.
Exactly. So he may not be like the, but I'm for it. I'm ready to start the, I hate you 3000. I hate you 3000 movement.
That's a fucking good. That's a really good point. I didn't think about that. There's been multiple Doctor Dooms, and everybody is stuck in multiverse land.
Yeah,
with their movies and shows and shit. So,
yeah,
I didn't think about that.
Do you guys
probably the one thing I'm happiest about the most with Secret Wars is finally all this multiverse stuff's going to come to an end.
Yeah, put an end to it. Get it over.
Yeah, Wade says Robert Downey Jr. was awesome in Sherlock Holmes, so put him in a Doom mask and keep it moving. Okay.
Yeah.
Raven says Mads Mikkelsen. Okay.
They already got him, but
Diggs says I would have liked Giancarlo Esposito. Okay.
He's in the new Captain America movie though.
And he says the guy who plays Jaime Lannister in the Game of Thrones. Okay. Honestly,
the other thing is like you need the guy playing Doctor Doom to be close to the same age as Pedro Pascal playing Mr. Fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. I mean, but yeah, if you go back to the multiverse thing, like everybody could be.
Yeah.
People age differently, but no, you're right.
I think it's gonna add. A lot. The way I'm again, I don't know what the script is. These are all speculations now. These are all our theories, but I think that it adds so much emotion to the story, right? Because you go back to Endgame, he died this old honorable death, but then you got him coming back again, like they
just did that with Deadpool. It don't matter.
Yeah, that was
but the scene with like I could only imagine what the scene with him and Tom Holland's gonna be like, with him and War Machine, and
that's even like assuming though that you're gonna see his face outside of the.
Well, I mean, I honestly I hope, because if again, I hope this is one of those, again, it may not be. I hope this is one of those films where it's an alternate version of Tony Stark, who's not Tony, who finds a way to get to the Prime Earth, right? And he's tricking these heroes into thinking that he's Tony. Like something happened where he's Tony. And I see a lot of heroes, people dying. I see a lot of bullshit happen.
Hey, listen, I love you, but that's a dumb idea.
You disagree?
The best thing they could do is just not show his face. Just let him be Doctor Doom on his acting and his voice.
But you know they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
I don't think they should show his face. I think that's way too meta. That's way too meta of a thing to be doing these days.
He says, Hammond knows the story of the comic they're going to base it on.
Yep.
Is it the infamous? It's the infamous Iron Man, right? Are they going to do it based off the infamous Iron Man?
Well, there was 2 different comic books where Tony and Doom are kind of like the same people. The infamous Iron Man is whereas if Victor Von Doom became Iron Man, and then there was the superior Iron Man where Victor Von Doom's conscious was put into Tony Stark's body. So
yeah,
but it's kind of the same. It's Victor Von Doom either way.
Yeah, which goes back to what Clint was saying. It's not our definitive. It's kind of like the Flash show, right? Remember the Flash TV show where it was Thawne was 2 people. It wasn't. It was like his. It wasn't him. Like whoever I forgot the fucking his friend. Whoever was the Reverse Flash. It wasn't him. It was somebody else who kind of took over that body. So I feel like I'm with them where they put in makeup and show. Hey, listen, to each their own.
No,
I think
no. Please go ahead. Please go ahead and argue with him. Go ahead.
No, I will. As much as I love Jedi Jack, I agree, but I am for show his face. I'm for because it's gonna add emotion to the story. Okay. Iron Man is arguably in these MCU. Iron Man is arguably the most popular. Robert Downey Jr.'s character was the most popular out of all of them, and I think adding him and bringing him back after he basically saved the world to bring him back as a villain, you're gonna add more. You're going to add more to the story. Now you're adding more emotion to the story. So, again, you got all these characters who basically Tom Holland being one of them. That's going to make for good story. I think
don't need it. But you don't need it.
Kevin, let me finish. So basically, I agree mostly with Unworthy, but for one scene we see his face. Okay. Like somehow his mate, because that's the thing. He can barely take off his mask anyway. So one scene his mask gets ripped off, shows that it's him. There's your FaceTime.
Okay. I don't think he'll have the mask on a lot. I think he'll wear the mask.
He'll have it on a lot. He's not going to have the mask on.
He's not going to have the mask on.
Not that. Whether or not he should, that's a different story.
Listen, we're going to definitely have the same discussion when this movie. If we're still doing this stuff,
we'll definitely be having
it. We're definitely gonna have this discussion about it. But I'm excited for it. Again, I'm very excited for it. I think it's a good start to again, like let's be honest, a lot of the MCU movies that came after Endgame, they were hit and miss. Like a lot of them weren't great. I mean, they weren't. Some of them weren't bad. Some of them weren't great. So it's a nice kind of fresh start, and bringing the Russo brothers back into like the Avengers type thing, it works. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just build. I think a lot of fans got a lot of they've been disappointed with a lot of things that have been happening, but also disappointed with a lot of the story. Because again, even with Jonathan Majors, right? Like he, all that shit that happened with him, now he's getting canned. He got canned, so like that whole Kang story is out the water, but nobody was really resonating well with Kang. So, I didn't think he was bad. I just don't think he should have been in an Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, like for the character, that wasn't his fault. That was just Ant-Man 3's fault for how that fell.
Okay. Says I think Danny's right. He's gonna kill off Fool and make the way to New Avengers. Yeah, he might. Absolutely. He says that you rely on Robert Downey and his emotional connections to the other MCU characters. They don't have a good Doom character. They're just pulling a cheap react. Hey, listen, I hear you, but that's again, we're gonna find out 2026. So he says he has to wear the mask or it's not Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, this is the MCU. Every character is interpreted different in these movies. This is not comic books, so. If I hope you're right. He says, Wade says, just make him an actual threat, and I'm fine with whoever plays a Dr. Doolittle. Right. As I agree with wear the mask for a reason. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, let's see let's see what happens. I think again, overall, whether he wears a mask or doesn't wear the mask, I think it's a win for Marvel. I think they got a good actor to play him. So, and I agree, Clint. I don't think he'll be our definitive Doctor Doom. I think somebody else will eventually be cast as Doctor Doom, and Kang should have remained overpowered, not become wimpy. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he should have been in the Ant-Man movie. I think he should have been in like maybe an Avengers movie, like before. Like he should have been like they should have held off to like an Avengers movie, like introduce him into Loki like a little bit, or like give hints, and then introduce him into the Avengers movie. I don't think he should have been like in a Ant-Man movie at that, right?
Right.
Says Robert Downey Jr. is gonna kill it. Yeah, I agree. He is. Can we all talk about how sexy Unworthy is? No, we cannot. Oh man, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Now, what would you guys say would be what is the thing you're looking forward to the most? Like, what are you looking forward to the most in these Avenger Boys besides Robert Downey Jr.? Like, is there a certain character that you want to see introduced?
No, I'm looking forward to the Russos being back and being kind of. I know they're not in like creative control, but like I think everybody can agree that when the Russos stepped away, it's kind of when things started going pretty at a steady decline for the MCU. So I'm most excited to have. I'm more excited to hear that they are back than to hear that. Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom.
I'm gonna say I'm excited for Secret Wars because I want to see the introduction to the symbiote suit with Spider-Man. I want to see that. And I want to see the introduction to Miles into the MCU. I want to see Miles Morales in this. Please cast AB to be Miles. I'll watch the movie all day.
And here's the only thing we will say about the Deadpool movie is I was looking forward to it being able to introduce the mutants and the X-Men in, and you didn't get that. So I don't know how they're going to pull off Secret Wars. I'm very, very, very interested.
I have faith in Kevin Feige. I think he'll find a way to introduce them in a right way. I think he's done justice to a lot of like the characters, especially like even like the like people like from Sony that came over. Like he's made them like. Again, watch Deadpool. We won't get into it. We won't get into it.
I want to see when they do Secret Wars. I want to see the Ultimate Thor style.
Yeah.
I don't know who they're gonna. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna have Hemsworth as Thor by that point. So I'm hoping that they go with some. They reintroduce Thunderstrike because that already kind of fits the look too, like the blue jeans. The long, dirty hair with the muscle shirt, like that's Secret Wars Thor. So might as well just bring in Thunderstrike.
He says, "I want Secret Wars to be completely over the top." Yeah, I agree. Wade says, "Which wrestler would you cast as Doctor Doom?"
Randy Orton.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Randy Orton. You say Randy Orton?
No, I changed my answer. I Ludwig Kaiser.
I would go with an older person. I would definitely go with like Eric Bischoff. I want Eric Bischoff to be Dr. Doom.
Well, then who the fuck would be your Mr. Fantastic?
Vince McMahon. Shane McMahon. Vince McMahon. I agree with Jack. I just want good movies. Yeah, absolutely. It's hopefully it's the year of good movies. Hopefully we'll get good Marvel movies from here on out. And DC is starting off with Superman, and there's kind of starting fresh. Hopefully we'll get good movies. Ed says, "I'm not holding my breath, but I'm hoping to reclaim greatness again. I have no faith in Kevin."
What do you mean? What did I do? You got no faith in me for?
I mean, the best thing with you is to never have faith in you to begin with.
Full send live action Miles would be great. Yeah, I want an live action Miles. Yes, Black Suit Spider. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He says they need to introduce Better Ray Bill. Yep. I mean, they did show him a little glimpse of him in Ragnarok, right? In the statues.
But that's not.
They didn't show him. Yeah. Gunther.
They need to bring in, like I said, what did we decide? Carl Urban. I think Carl Urban would be a good Beta Ray Bill.
Corbett says Roddy Piper. He gets good.
What about Roddy Piper? Oh yeah, okay. You're right. Sorry.
He said, just slap the shit out of the MC. Goldust. Okay. He says, Roddy Piper as Dr. Doom.
I'm here to kill Fantastic Four and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited for that, man. And I think my last trending topic, we talked about it a little bit. The Batman the Crusader is out now on Prime. So if you guys want to watch that, I'm gonna definitely check it out. I'm always big fan of the Tim Burton stuff, and I think I'm okay with the different whatever. If you want to make Penguin a female, I'm okay with that. As long as it's I mean, anything Batman, it's a cash cow. Anything Batman related, it's just gonna do well. It's Batman, so
yeah.
Even I would
also,
say that.
There's I don't know why that would even be something that would cause concern, because like they made Dr. Octopus a female.
Yeah, no. Again, we're in such a new time where like things like you either things work or things don't work, right? I wish I could, again, going back to Deadpool and Wolverine, there's things in that movie that really kind of make you think like some things just don't work, and they don't have to. Like whether you want it, it just doesn't work. It's not great.
Tell me you did not. Tell me you did not just say that.
Did you guys see the photo of like of Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, and they said Robert Downey Jr. is they was like Robert Downey Jr. is cast as a new T'Challa.
Yeah, listen, arguably they could cast Robert Downey Jr. as anybody in Marvel, and he would do a better job than the people that have already played that character. So.
Exactly. Right. I wouldn't be surprised if like years down the line, who had mentioned the movie about Stan Lee? Was it Wade?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we like years down, like they'll say, "Hey, Robert Downey Jr. is cast as Stan Lee in the Biopic movie."
You know, I can see that. Like,
I can see that too.
That's a bad idea at all.
No, it's not. I think it would be a fantastic idea. I think he would nail that part. He would do such a great job in that film. I think that could work. He says Mark Henry as Killmonger. Yeah, let's do it. And it says, Penguin is a female now? What the fuck? Yeah. There are female penguins.
I haven't seen it, but there have been female penguin characters in the book too. Like I don't know if you guys remember reading what's the one where the not the Injustice League, the Crime Syndicate come to Earth, and
the
Ultraman pushes the fucking moon in front of the sun, and like it causes a whole bunch of problems. They kill the Justice League. There was a female penguin then too. Like there was the regular penguin, but there was also a female. What the fuck is that? I can't think what the hell that book is called.
I was thinking.
You know the one I'm talking about. They had the long one. It's where Lex Luthor and Bizarro.
Like, the evil. Is it Forever Evil?
Yes, that's one.
Forever Evil, yeah. Forever.
Yeah, there was a female penguin then too.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you go to the safaris and stuff, you'll see there are female penguins, so that it works. It doesn't matter as long as just leave Batman alone.
Murphy played one in Happy Feet, so
just leave Batman alone. It says Doink the Clown as the Joker and Blue Blazer as Batman.
I am not a nugget.
Oh man, yeah. Well, those are my trending topics. So perfect segue. We have
you've got a new bit, Danny, that you would love to introduce.
Already. Oh yeah. So I have this new thing now where I'm gonna try it out, and if it works, whether it works or doesn't.
You're watching it live here.
We're watching it live. So I had this idea. I'm gonna try it. See, I almost did the Nick Fury thing. So I had this idea where on every episode we would do a Rowdy role play. And what is a Rowdy role play? A Rowdy role play basically is that me, Unworthy, and whoever guest is here, we would basically recite a speech from a film. And in this case tonight, since we're going into SummerSlam, me and Unworthy are gonna be reciting some promos, wrestling promos. So we're gonna read promos from wrestlers. So we both each picked a promo. We didn't tell each other what the promos were, and we're gonna send them to each other. We're gonna basically read the promos to you in our best wrestling voice, and hopefully you enjoy it. And every week, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the Rowdy role play where we have a guest and we pick a movie, and you'll just be caught off guard, and you have to read. Clint's gone. We'll read whatever the speech or whatever the dialogue is from the movie. So, Unworthy, you have one for me, and I just sent you one.
I sent you yours, and I thought this would be a very good time for you to flex your role-playing skills as Roman Reigns, but not the acknowledge me, Roman.
Not the tribal chief, the big dog.
No. We're talking about suffer and succotash Roman Reigns.
Oh wait, he has a lisp in this?
No, you don't need to do the list. You just need to read the scripts.
Okay.
If you don't remember this was back after Seth Rollins won the Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And Roman Reigns was actually feuding with the Big Show.
Okay.
But he decided to come down and get right in the middle of Seth Rollins' promo. And
okay.
Roman Reigns had a beautiful promo that will go down in history. And Boy Addict 17 is going to read it for you guys now.
So should I read it in a Roman Reigns voice, or should I read it in my own voice, or should I make up my own voice? Should I do it?
You just read it however you think you should.
Okay. All right. Here, ready? So this is me as Roman Reigns in front of Seth Rollins. Can you just stand there and be? Can you just stand there? Can you just act like be Seth Rollins? There we go. Thank you.
Oh, you want me to be Seth Rollins?
Yeah, you be Seth Rollins. Well, not the new Seth.
Oh, not that Seth Rollins.
Not that Seth Rollins. You got to be that other one. All right, ready? Here we go. me. All right, ready? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, I'm not sorry. But look at you. You're just so full of yourself. Actually, you're full of something else. You're sniveling little suck up sellout full of suffering succotash son. Yeah, I know. That was not easy to say. My brother here, my so-called brother here, he's got donkey dung for brains. What I'm trying to say is, I'm going to kick your ass. Okay, there we go.
You sound more like Solo than Roman, though.
Right. Okay, there you go.
That's the promo that everybody always comes back to on Roman Reigns.
I don't remember this one.
Oh man, it was bad. I mean, Roman did not really get being good on the mic until he had Paul Heyman, and he didn't even need to be good on the mic.
He said, make sure you freak.
So it was like it was a weird fucking trade-off. Right. But yes, this was after Seth Rollins was Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
at the Money in the Bank thing. I think he was U.S. champion at the same time. Seth came out and did this whole thing where he's like gonna ring the bell, like the 10 rings of the bell for wrestlers that pass away. But it was like for Eric Rowan and Dolph Ziggler and somebody else. He's like, we're gonna ring the bell for their career because their careers are over. And then Roman comes out and he says, "You're full of suffering succotash." You can't make it up.
Shit. Well,
can you imagine being the fucking writer that had to hand that script to Roman Reigns?
That was probably Vince. He's like, "Yeah, read this. This is good. This is good content right here." All right, Worthy. I sent you one, and yours I had to cut down a little bit because it was a bit long. But I kept some of the most important parts. And this is the infamous. I don't have a photo like you do, but I do have the shirt to represent. I have the infamous pipe bomb promo from CM Punk.
I have a mic, but I can't mic drop.
where he sat at the where the entrance was, the beginning of the entryway, and John Cena was laying on a lane after he just been put through a table. So yeah, Unworthy's gonna recite this for you guys and read it to you in his best CM Punk, because we all know Unworthy is a big CM Punk fan. So I thought this would be an appropriate. I thought this would be an appropriate one. So go right ahead, Unworthy. Action.
All right, John Cena. While you lay there, hopefully as uncomfortable as you possibly can be, I want you to listen to me. I want you to digest this, because before I leave in 3 weeks with the WWE Championship, I have a lot of things I want to get off of my chest. I don't hate you, John. I don't even dislike you. I do like you. I like you a hell of a lot more than I like most people in the world. I hate this idea that you're the best, because you're not. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. There's one thing that you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're as good at kissing Vince McMahon's ass as Hulk Hogan was. I don't know if you're as good as Dwayne, though. He's pretty good at it. He's a pretty good ass kisser. Always was and still is. Whoops. Breaking the fourth wall.
Nice. There you go. Bravo. Man, you convinced me. I thought I was watching Phil. Oh, good. There you go. Do we have one for Clint?
I sent one to Clint, but it's totally up to him whether or not he wants to.
Clint, would you like to do it?
Not gonna happen. You heard it here.
This behavior.
Well, for anybody, any guests, or just keep an eye out. Every week we'll have, this was wrestling based, so every week we'll take a scene from a movie or just promo or whatever it is, and we'll surprise each other with it, and we'll have to reenact those. Unfortunately for me, Unworthy had the best promo tonight because the pipe one is great. It was great. But it could be anything. It could be anything. So I think, you did a phenomenal job, Unworthy. And thank you for giving me mine. So keep it a lookout. Again, that was Rowdy Roleplay. You're going to have that segment every week. And all you guests, be aware, you will have one too.
So anybody that comes on the show, you're going
to have one.
Roleplay somebody.
Or you can just say no.
Well, this is the first thing, and we sprung it on you last minute. Just know that the next time you're on the show, you don't have that option. If you say I'm not doing it, we'll just pop you right off.
I'll leave before you even ask me.
Well done, Unworthy. He says, "All right, yeah, Josh Brown, thank you. Yes, it says playing Steve Austin during the promos is genius. Honestly, nailing Stone Cold."
I mean, I already did a Stone Cold Clintastic.
Carlino.
What? I want a cheeseburger. What? With no ketchup. What? And no mustard. Right. What? I said if there's no mustard. What? I said if there's mustard, I will whoop your ass. What?
Oh, man. Well, perfect segue, man. We're here. SummerSlam is Saturday. Mm-hmm. Super stoked for SummerSlam. Great card. I think a fairly great card here. And we're going to be... Well, I think think so too, and we're anticipating a lot of things happening in this pay-per-view. So, Unworthy, where do we start, man? We're gonna give our predictions tonight, and feel free, chat, give your predictions if you're a wrestling fan, or if you're not, just pick whoever you think, whoever you do know, or just pick the whatever guy you want to win. But let's go into it. So, what do we got, man?
Let's do this a little bit differently than we.
Okay.
Let's start with Danny. You first. You tell me, what do you think is going to be the opening match of the night? You know the match card. So who do you think? What match do you think is going to be the number one match of the night?
Honestly, I'm gonna go as far as say that I think that the opening match for the night will be CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. I think that's going to be the first match. I'm just saying. Sometimes this is not your turn. This is mine. They're good at like catching you off guard. So I'm going to go with this one. I think Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with guest referee Seth freaking Rollins is going to be the first match.
Rollins, look at him
Seth,
back there.
freaking Rollins in the back. Do I give my prediction of what this match is going to be like?
Yeah, no, that's where we start.
I think, honestly, as much as CM, I think CM Punk has been having a little too much fun. I think this is the match where Drew McIntyre is going to get his one up, his, like the kids like to call it, his lick back. He's going to get his lick back, and he's going to defeat CM Punk. It's going to be probably done in a way where CM Punk, Seth Rollins is going to be interfered, not purposely interfere in the match, but something's going to happen where he's going to get in the middle of something, or something's going to happen. Drew McIntyre is going to provoke him into something, and Seth is going to probably try to super kick him or do something, and he's going to end up hitting CM Punk instead. Because again, Seth Rollins has been going after, and then it's going to be one of those things like, well, you screwed me in Money in the Bank, so now I screwed you. Now I messed this up for you, so I don't care. So it's going to be one of those things where Drew McIntyre is going to win, and he's going to win because Seth Rollins is going to make a mistake and super kick or do something or hit with a chair, hit CM Punk with a chair, and it's going to become like a triple threat thing where now,
So you don't think that Drew's going to win on his own accord?
I don't think Drew's going to win. I don't think Drew's
referee stipulation.
No. I don't think Drew's going to win on his own accord. I think had it been a match where there was a referee, you could say that maybe, but because Seth Rollins is in the mix, and I honestly feel that Seth Rollins is going to cost CM Punk the match, and not purposely. He's not going to cost him. He's not going to cost him the match purposely, but he's also not going to care that he cost him the match because again, CM Punk cost him the match at Money in the Bank, so he's not going to care. Right. So it's gonna
because he can't challenge. Seth can't challenge the title again as long as Daniel is the champion.
Yeah, so it's gonna definitely be add more fuel to the fire when it comes to CM Punk and Seth Rollins, but also Drew McIntyre. He's gonna get his win, but it's gonna be because of Seth Rollins. So that's my prediction.
Mine's the same prediction, but I think Seth Rollins is gonna do something purposefully, not accidentally. So,
you think he's salty like that?
Yeah. They've been peppering that a little bit, so
yeah.
Shoot sent me this message a couple days ago where it was like Scar and what the hell Simba's dad's name? Mufasa. They're like ramming in at each other like with the fire behind them. It was like Drew and CM Punk. Like they're fighting, and then it was Seth Rollins as Timon, like doing the dance.
Oh yeah,
like there's Seth Rollins.
Yeah. No, honestly, like I think but also too, I honestly feel like Drew's gonna capitalize on how much he hates Seth Rollins too, where he's gonna piss him off. Again, I think this is gonna end with like seeing Seth Rollins like not purposely trying to attack him because I think he's gonna go play it clean, but he's not gonna care. He's really not gonna care. But I agree with Clint, like he could boldly, like they have been hinting at him just being salty and don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like this is his perfect opportunity to like be like, hey, you screwed me out of a match, so now I'm gonna screw you out of one. But I don't think he wants to side with Drew McIntyre either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
So I will say to preface my prediction here, I will say this last Monday on Raw, the opening segment with Seth, Punk, and McIntyre is the most annoying, ridiculous, stupid fucking thing that I've seen in so long with WWE. We're talking about 3 grown men in the middle of the ring saying, I hate you. No, I hate you. No, I hate you. And it's like, okay, listen, you know what I hate? This. This is all fucking stupid. I hate all of it. I don't even give a shit about this match. You guys ruined it. But I'll agree with Danny, and I will say I think Drew is going to win, but I think that it's not going to be. I think Seth Rollins is going to play a part in very, very minor ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are going to see Drew win like in an animalistic way. I think we're going to see Drew like all of this pent up aggression and all of this. He's been angry. He's been screwed all of this time by CM Punk. I think that he is going to come back with a vengeance. And I wouldn't even be surprised. I know this is CM Punk's first match back, and however, he was in the Royal Rumble, but then he got injured. He's not. I would not be surprised, even with that considered. I wouldn't be surprised if straight out of the gate, Claymore, and then instead of pinning him, Seth is looking at him like, "Are you going to pin him?" And he's like, "No, I'm not going to pin him." And then Punk gets up and boom, fucking Claymore's his head off again.
There's going to be one of.
Are you going to pin him? No, I'm not going to pin him. And then Seth like mercilessly counts Punk down because he gets like 3-4 Claymores and like fucking takes his head off. I think that would be a better direction for all three of these guys. Because now all of the screwing that Drew got, it's all paid off for something. Like, it's now he's reestablished. He got screwed and looked like a joke from WrestleMania on to SummerSlam. He's been looking like a joke. Screwed over. Now he's back to looking like this vicious, stone cold killer. Seth is kind of on the hook. He's like a sympathetic looking character. And then Punk can still turn this around to a feud with Seth and say, well, you counted me out. I wouldn't have lost if you hadn't counted me out. I would have beaten Drew, but you counted me out because he kept Claymore kicking my fucking head off of my shoulder. I think that's how I would book. If I was the writer or the booker, that's how I would put this match. I would have Drew. CM Punk is he's not injured anymore. He's healed up. He's cleared for action. But this Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud's gone on long enough.
I think it's gone long enough, but again, I don't see Seth being any way, shape, or form sympathetic in this match. I don't think he's gonna.
Okay, but picture somebody you don't like, and you're in the middle of two people that you don't like.
Okay.
And you see one of them just completely annihilate the person.
Fuck them.
You might not like the person, but you don't want to see it. You don't want to see CM, like, say you're Seth Rollins. You don't actually want to see CM Punk's head fly off. If
you want my honest answer?
Because you want to fight. No, you want to fight CM Punk too someday. So you don't want his head to fly off.
Fuck him.
You don't want his head to fly off. You want to be.
Listen, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I know I could do whatever, but if somebody else is doing it, then I'm gonna enjoy it. Going back to what Clint said, I think he's been very salty about, especially after losing that match at Money in the Bank. He doesn't like CM Punk. He doesn't like CM Punk. I don't think
Castle is the one that you need to keep thinking about because
he's done. He screwed that dude in his hometown. But what I'm saying to you is this: I don't think they're going to let Drew McIntyre, although he can. I don't think they're going to let Drew McIntyre have that type of match because, again, CM Punk is coming back from an injury. They're not going to allow CM Punk to just get demolished and destroyed that way. They're not going to do that.
Why?
So what?
Why not?
Because this is the WWE.
It's not though. It's
no, I hear what you're saying.
Triple H is
this is a Triple H era. But listen to me. Hear me out. I don't think that they're going to allow CM Punk to get demolished that way in that form. It adds more fuel to the fire when you're in a position where you're the ref and you don't like none of these fuckers. But right now, you don't like CM Punk. Seth Rollins right now does not like, his focus is off Drew McIntyre. He does not like CM Punk. So what I'm going to say, I don't think sympathy is going to be a factor here. What's going to happen is there's going to be, sympathy is not a factor, but with the way Seth Rollins is, he's not going to do things purposely in this match. He's not going to do something purposely because Drew's going to antagonize him. And something's going to happen where CM Punk's going to get caught in that crossfire. And here's the Claymore. And here's Drew looking at, smiling. As Seth Rollins like, yeah, count 3, bitch, because you fucked up. Now the focus is off me. Now the focus is on you. Count 3 and walk off. And now we got CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Now CM Punk, if you notice, CM Punk told him, you stay out of my way. You don't get in my business. And he said it. And lo and behold, it's not going to be purposely done. Although he would want to do it, he's just the man of, he's going to be the man of integrity. Say, hey, I'm going to call this fair. Although I don't fucking like it, I'm going to call this fair. It's just what's going to happen. And lo and behold, Drew McIntyre is going to win because Seth Rollins is going to fuck up and do some shit. So.
I mean, I think the main goal of this match is, you know, it's payoff for the McIntyre and Punk feud. Like, we need to put it to bed. It needs to be over. But also, it needs to lead into Punk and Rollins. And I just don't believe that Punk and Rollins feud is going to kick off as good. And this is just my opinion. I don't think the Punk and Rollins feud is going to kick off as well as if there's not like some sort of emotion tied to it. Like, and not hatred. They just stood in the ring for fucking 30 minutes and told each other how much they hate each other. So like it can't be hatred. I think it's got to be something almost to, and sympathy is a strong word, but like at the same time, Rollins wants to fight CM Punk. He can't fight CM Punk if Drew McIntyre claymores his head into the top row of the fucking building that they're in Cleveland. You know, if he just keeps on demolishing Punk with these claymore kicks and then not pinning him, Rollins is going to have to do something like, hey, this is it. We're done here. You win. You know?
Yeah. This is I hear you, man. I think this definitely is going to catapult the CM Punk and Seth Rollins feud. It's going to do it. They're going to kind of like stray away. I mean, Drew McIntyre is going to be in the mix, but he's not going to be the focus. Like, it's going to become one of those things where Drew McIntyre is going to be like, all right, I don't like you two, but you two are at ease with each other, so I'm going to get the upper hand on you two. Because he doesn't like none of them. So we'll wait and see.
Is he's been the fucking brunt of this since WrestleMania. Like, he's got to come out strong, or else how are we ever going to believe that Drew McIntyre is the contender? How are we ever going to believe that he's
even if he loses the match, even if he lost the match, Drew McIntyre is always going to be the contender. You know why Drew McIntyre is the contender, and you know why he is the real people's champ? Because this is the man who carried the WWE during COVID. He carried them. He did it without a crowd. He did it, and I'm for it. And I think this is going to be kind of his like he's going to be champion at some point. He's definitely going to be like the world heavyweight champion, or he may even dethrone Cody. He might even do it. You never know. I think he's champion. I think they're just building him up right now. And this whole villain thing it's working for him. So he's definitely not.
But I think what I took away from this is that all three of us agree that Drew is going to win somehow.
Drew is definitely going to win. Yep. Drew is definitely going to win.
All right. So
we're all agreeing. Drew is going to win. I think the chat.
Clint, what is the match that you think is going to be the first match? And if you already thought Punk and Drew was going to be the first match, what is the backup as yours?
Well, for me, I actually thought the first match is going to be Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
Okay.
Look at these two guys. Look at these two handsome
Look at these fucking guys. Look at these guys.
All
right.
Ay, Quay.
All right. What do we think about this one?
I mean, I really don't think about it that much, but I see Logan Paul retaining, but I want LA Knight to win.
Okay.
So my vote's going to be for LA Knight, even though I think most likely it's going to be Paul.
Okay.
Danny?
Okay. It's got to be LA Knight's night, man. It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
Listen, all respect to Logan Paul. He has also made me a believer. He is a fantastic athlete. He is a phenomenal heel. I think he is like his promos have been good. Like they ain't been great, but they've been good. And he has a long way to go to become. I mean, the Miz did it, right? I think he has potential. I see. It's time to move on from the United States title. Because again, right now, after the United States title, it's time to progress. I think as Logan Paul progresses, he will be Intercontinental Champion. And eventually, at some point, he will be World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion because he has it in him. He's great. But this is LA Knight's time. This is the LA Knight title. This is the title he needs. He's waited long enough. I think he's already over. He's been over. It's time to give LA. It's time to give LA Knight this title, and not because Logan Paul is a crappy champion, because Logan Paul is ready to. They're both over, but Logan Paul, I know for a fact, Logan Paul has impressed the higher ups to the point where now we're gonna start putting them in those kind of matches. Now we're gonna see how much he can do, because LA Knight right now, he's over. He needs to keep that crowd, because again, it helps both wrestlers. It helps Logan and it helps LA Knight, because LA Knight wins the title. He's champion. He'll eventually lose it, but it also catapults him into the next level. Logan Paul, it catapults him next level. Although I want it to be it reversed. I want LA Knight because LA Knight's been there. Again, I think this is LA Knight's time. He needs to get that title. He needs to get the United States title, and Logan Paul needs to be a very salty, sour loser, and at some point, you're looking at your your IC champion, your Intercontinental champion. Let's be honest, because he's made me a believer. Now, like, he's not Jake Paul's fake ass. This is Logan Paul. He's putting in the work. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's making me a believer. And if I hate you on TV, you've done your job. And who did I hear that from? I heard that from the Nature Boy, the Nature Boy his fucking self. Nature Boy said, I came up to that man and I said, man, I hated you when I was a kid. You know what Nature Boy told me? He said, that means I did my job. And Logan Paul is doing that. So LA Knight wins. Logan Paul moves on to the next thing. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And like, I'll say, like, with Logan Paul, like, before he joined WWE, I couldn't stand the guy. But like, WWE is probably the one sport that makes sense for him. So
exactly.
I like him in the WWE.
Exactly. He just fits in. He fits.
Like,
this is this thing. Like, boxing is not your thing. You did great with the social media stuff. This is his thing. He's such a hate. Like, to me, arguably, in a couple of years down the line, he's gonna be like the Miz. He's gonna be such the most.
Oh yeah.
That probably was his mentor at some point, right? Remember, he was rocking with the Miz. He's gonna be the most hated fucking villain. But again, if I hate you that much, and if I can't stand you that much, then you're doing your fucking job. You're selling that character to me. You're such a cocky area. And not only that, you're bringing. It's funny because he's bringing all these social media guys on. He's bringing Speed. He's brought his brother. He's bringing all these other fucking guys into the mix, where it's like, now these social medias, all these guys we really, really dislike on social media, all these little kids doing all these dumb shit. Now they're fucking in WWE actually playing fucking villains. He's perfect. But this is LA Knight's time. This is his time. He needs to win that title.
And I will agree with both of you fellas. I think that on Sunday or Saturday, everybody will be saying LA
Knight.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But also for the same exact reasons you're saying. I think LA Knight has worked hard. He's deserving of a title, even if it's the mid-card title.
Right.
But Logan Paul has been working very hard too, and he deserves to be propelled into the main event status, whether that's as maybe he doesn't win the world title anytime soon, but nonetheless, he needs to be propelled into the main event
status
where he's facing people that aren't mid card. And LA Knight, I know you watch this show because you and I follow each other.
Right.
We're big fans of each other. We're friends. We talk every other day. I love LA Knight. I am a big LA Knight fan. Yeah, I do it every week on the show. I love LA Knight. He is not a mid-card talent either.
Mm-mm.
He is, though. He is somebody that is going to need to propel these younger guys in the mid-card up, and give these mid-card guys something to strive for. Logan Paul is not that. Logan Paul is not somebody that's going to give these mid-card guys something to work for.
Yep.
LA Knight is going to give these mid-card guys something to work for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So LA Knight is going to be the champ, the US champ walking out on Saturday. LA Knight Logan Paul is going to be probably absent for a week or two, maybe right up into the we might even not see LA Knight Logan Paul again until the Royal Rumble, and then he comes back, has an outstanding showing at the Royal Rumble. I mean, he's got to go, prepare his brother for another bullshit boxing. So he's probably going to be gone for a little while. But yes, no, LA Knight.
You sure enough fucking did, baby. You sure enough. You do that just not even like just saying hi. You do that regardless. I agree 100%. I think next step for Logan Paul is tag titles. He's going to tag somebody. After that, he's going for
Logan
IC
Paul.
title.
You think Logan Paul's going to go for the tag title?
I think he may go for tag gold. I think he'd be great. I think him and whoever's with Austin Theory. Who's the guy that's not going to be with Austin Theory anymore? What's his name?
Grayson Waller? No.
I think they'll do great. He's up there. He's gonna work his. I mean, I don't think they're gonna put a big title on him yet. I think he's gonna work his way up there. So, what's the better way to get the tag titles?
No,
we're gonna do it.
Brother,
or they bring their brother in.
Oh, please don't. That's when I'll lose faith in WWE. You bring Jake Paul into this, fuck him. Oh, please don't. All right, next one. What do we got?
All right, so here's what I think is going to be the opening match.
Okay.
We all went, we're going in order here. You guys said what you think is going to be the opening match. This is the match that I think is going to be the opening, and it makes the most sense. This is going to have to be the opening match of SummerSlam, and that is Cody Rhodes versus Solo.
Okay.
For the not United States, undisputed bullshit whatever ass title. It doesn't matter because it's not Roman holding it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be match number 1 of the night.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. Everybody has been so focused on the fact that Roman Reigns is going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell you, I rock the wreck everyone. I'm a Roman Reigns. Acknowledge I am a Roman Reigns fan. Roman Reigns isn't coming back.
No, he's
not coming back. You're more likely to see all of this build-up lead to Paul Heyman coming out and saying that Roman Reigns is going to be on Friday Night SmackDown. Because they have not announced, they have not said that Roman Reigns is coming back. They've not told anybody that Roman Reigns, they've not promoted it at all.
Yeah.
And you cannot make money on something that you do not promote. They're not going to have Roman Reigns come back.
Nope.
They're not having Roman Reigns come back at SummerSlam. I want Roman Reigns back 2 weeks ago. I want Roman Reigns back the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I want Roman Reigns back. It has been, I look like I'm okay and I'm happy and I'm doing good, but it's been so long since I've been able to acknowledge my tribal chief. I'm not doing okay. But he's not coming back in SummerSlam. He's not. And with all of that said, Cody Rhodes, obviously, I hate Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, I know you watch the show because you and we have a beef. Not really, but I don't like Cody Rhodes. He's going to win. He's going to win. There's no way Solo Sikoa is taking the title off of Cody Rhodes, and that's only because either Roman or Rock have to take it. I want to say that it's going to be The Rock that takes it off of him. But I think this is going to be match 1 because they've put so much hype into Solo running his fucking mouth about Roman Reigns that everybody thinks Roman Reigns is going to be back, and they cannot deliver that at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So this is going to be match 1. We might see returns. We might see like Jimmy Uso come back. We might see Hikuleo come back with Jimmy Uso. We might see Hikuleo come in and like help out.
You're crying. I'm talking about his dad. Leave my boy alone.
But I do think that this is going to be the #1 match because for all the good that they're doing storytelling wise, this is going to be a shitty match. You know,
I think it'll be a good match. I don't think it'll be the best match.
So good with this bloodline story.
Yeah,
but it's not going to be a good match.
No, it's not going to be a great match. I personally think that Jimmy Uso is not returning, although people think Jimmy Uso is going to return. He's not. Jimmy Uso is going to return with Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso is going to come back with Roman Reigns. I'm going to go as bold as to say that Brock Lesnar returns with Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar returns with Paul Heyman. And the reason I say that is because the fans are expecting a Jimmy Uso return. They're expecting a Roman Reigns return because they are expecting this. But I feel like, but again, if you read everything, they said Roman is not coming alone. He's not coming alone. Roman, when he returns, he's coming with somebody. I feel like he'll bring Jimmy back. I just think that at this point, because there are been talks about Brock coming back, and Brock, that's been Brock's guy from day one. So I feel like Brock is definitely going to come back, and Brock is definitely going to have some form of like involvement in this.
You think that Brock would come back against Solo and them to like?
I would think he would come back because again, the anticipation. That's been the last past pay-per-views, right? Where we had an anticipation of something big happening, right? Where we wanted the White Six to show up, where we wanted Roman to show up, where we wanted Jimmy to show up. That hasn't shown up. SummerSlam is not the time. SummerSlam is not the time for it. I think SummerSlam is a good pay-per-view, is a great pay-per-view, but I think Brock may be the guy to show up. Brock may be the guy to show up and just, he's a Paul Heyman guy. Well, you think it's, again, everybody's focus right now is on Roman and Jimmy and the former bloodline and all this. But again, it's not. You're going to get caught off guard, and you're going to see that big fucking monster show up, and he's going to just be terrorizing people because you got to add him in a mix somewhere. And he is coming back. So I'm going with that. I may be wrong. And if I'm wrong, okay, whatever. But I think that they're going to hold off on the anticipation.
I think Brock coming back would be a good answer to take the bloodline story out of the world title picture for a little while, or the undisputed title picture for a little while.
Says quoted Brock. We'll see, man. Listen, anything can happen when you always.
Yeah, we already found out he don't actually poop on people's chests. All right, we can bring Brock Lesnar.
Well, listen, let me tell you, it's always that, right? At WrestleMania, the second night of WrestleMania, everybody thought Stone Cold was going to show up. How many of us honestly thought The Undertaker would show up in the end of that fight? Nobody had that anticipation. Maybe some of us, not all of us, though. I didn't think so. I really thought Austin was going to show up. And this might be the same. You may think it's Roman. You might think it's Jimmy. It's not. It's Brock. He shows up.
That is a good point. I won't argue with your logic for thinking that because nobody expected it to be Undertaker.
No,
because it did not fucking make sense for it to be Undertaker. Yeah, and that's what happened. So,
he said he poops on steroids. They're big. You can F5 those poops. He said my money's on crypto. Jesus Christ. Whoa.
No, not okay.
No. Oh man. All right. Clint, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't care about this match at all. Like,
do you think one of the bloodline guys shows up, or do you think Brock shows up?
I think it's a bloodline guy. I don't.
Yeah.
All right. I personally don't see nobody comes back. Who do you see winning, even if nobody comes?
Yeah, that's right.
It's Cody. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like
they've been having too much fun.
I want
I just can't see Solo.
No, Solo's not. No.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's where I am. That's where I'm at with this. I don't like Cody at all. And you know what? Neither did the WWE fans. They wanted him to be the champion, and now that he's the champion, everybody's saying we want Roman, we want Roman, we want Roman. So like everybody, you're getting what you deserve, and I think that you should have to continue to see Cody as your champion just for a little bit longer, because I don't think Solo is not that guy.
Yeah,
and like
not that guy.
And thinking back to, I think it was after Money in the Bank, like the post interview with Solo, he's like looking at the camera, like pathetically begging them to acknowledge me, like the saddest, like acknowledge me, like it was like I just started busting out laughing.
We have a special guest, first time ever, who's going to be joining us, because again, this is kind of like our Summerslam, right? This is our Summerslam where we have surprise appearances. And ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Shoot in the house. What's up, Shoot?
What's up, everybody?
What up, Shoot?
You hear me?
We can hear you, buddy. We can hear you. Shoot.
Great.
What do you think, man? What do you think of this match, man?
I'm not really looking forward to this one particularly. Okay. I'm just not feeling the Solo. You know, I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to jump him, kick his ass out, and let Jacob run.
Listen, can I just say
eventually though? Like,
can I just say that, and this is and I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit out of it. I think that despite Solo not having that Roman Reigns aura, because he doesn't, this bloodline is a lot more dangerous and they're a lot more dominant than the former bloodline. 100%. I think Jacob Fatu, Tamatanga, the other botcher, because that's what he is, a fucking botcher.
Poor guy.
They are the most dominant one. They are the dominant force. I see them eventually having tag titles. I see them like they're a dominant force. Like they are scary. Like honestly, like I love the Usos. They're not as scary as Jacob Fatu or Tamatanga.
Would you want to stand across the ring against Jacob Fatu?
No.
Hell no.
I would take my chances with a couple of super kicks here and there. No. Like this is the most, and people may disagree, this is the most dominant bloodline right now. Although the leader doesn't have Roman Reigns' aura, and he's not going to have those credentials that Roman has. He has something that Roman didn't have, and that's a dominant bloodline. This bloodline right here, it has potential to win all the titles. Now, it may be crazy if, I know Solo won't win the world title. I don't know if he's going to win you don't know. But again, they have the potential to dominate if they want to.
Like, I agree with you. They do. I don't see that for Solo. That's
the only way I can see Solo winning the title.
Not real.
I could see Solo winning, and I could see Solo toppling Cody and taking the title. But then on SmackDown, immediately after, he brings out The Rock and hands The Rock the title. That's the only way.
It hands him the belt. Yeah, something like that. That'd be nuts.
That's the only way that I could see Solo having a title reign of that prestige right now, is if he was just handing it over. Because you can. I mean, listen to the guy on the microphone for 5 minutes. You can't listen to the guy on the microphone for 5 minutes.
Nope.
So like, you're not going to have him as your champion of choice.
He says, I see Cena. I wish Cena would be like a backstab. Before he leaves, he could pretend to be friends with the champ, but constantly screw him over wearing the disguise and reveal himself to rest. Hey, listen, he might be the villain. He might be a heel for his last run.
What are we talking about? Juan Cena?
Juan Cena.
Juan Cena.
Juan Cena. I love you. All right, so what's your take on the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre match? Where do you think that's going?
God, y'all brought up a lot of good points there. Yeah, I think Drew is going to be his own worst enemy here, like he's always been. I can't see if he's going to get the victory or not because of who Punk is. You know, his first match back is a big deal. But I'd love to see Drew get the win. But I see him screwing himself over. Put his hands on Rollins, something like that.
No.
Now, would you be happier seeing? This is something we didn't talk about. What if the reason that Drew McIntyre loses is because he does assault Seth Rollins? Would you rather see him lose clean to CM Punk, or would you rather see him lose because he screwed himself?
I think maybe the screwing himself would actually drive his character a little bit more, because you're going to start seeing him get desperate. He's going to get a bit more, I guess, savage the further this goes, because he's had a horrible year.
It's been a rough one.
He's definitely.
I can see it going that way, and then eventually he's going to snap, and we'll get the Scottish psychopath version back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Drew McIntyre we all deserve to see. Now, how about Logan Paul and L.A. Knight? Yeah,
all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Logan Paul he's impressed me. He's a hell of an athlete. I mean, when he first came out, I was like, fuck that guy, this bullshit. But he's really, put the work in. You can see he's doing the work. But LA Knight, it's his time. This is his time.
Yeah.
He needs the belt. He needs a good run, especially because they've got is it Bastion Berlin is coming up?
I think so.
Yeah.
They got some big stuff internationally that they need to promote. And you have LA Knight, fresh title run,
And I think he could pull off. I think LA Knight could pull off like the cocky American champion, like Kurt Hennig did back when he was in WCW as the US champion. Like something cocky where he goes overseas and he's like, "I am the U.S. champion. You people are below me." Because LA Knight can turn up the heel if he needs.
Oh yeah,
that guy is.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping eventually we get Shoes of a Champion back. That's what I'm hoping for. Bring the dummy button out.
Yeah, like give me 2000 and what was it? 2018, I think, when he was in NWA, when he was in his run in NWA, where he was just out there interrupting everybody, and he didn't even say anything other than he just getting everybody's face. Yeah, like yelling in everybody's face. Bring that one back. Send him overseas as the U.S. champion. This is gold. Yeah. It writes itself.
Let him go, man. He's shown that he can go. He does fumble here and there, but so does everybody.
I did notice in the exchange with LA Knight and Logan Paul where they were talking back and forth, and Logan called him by his actual name, and like you could actually see LA Knight was rattled by it for a second, but then he completely rallied back and gave it right back.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a mess up or not, because LA Knight's reaction was kind of like, "Oh shit, who the fuck are you talking to?"
Yeah, how did you know my name? All right, so other than Solo and Cody, Logan and LA, and CM Punk and Drew, if you had to pick one other than those, what do you think would be opening match number one of the night?
Shit, I'll be honest, I don't even know all the matches for the night. So, hell, I
want me to rattle them off.
No, I was gonna go with Rhea and Liv. I wouldn't mind seeing that first. Let the women go out there, kick the show off.
There you go.
Just go at it. I'm looking forward to this, and y'all's promo art for this show this week was fucking great.
That's gonna be a good fight.
Mhm.
All right.
I'll
this
start.
is your opening match. Shoot. No. Shoot. This is this
Go
is
ahead,
your
shoot.
opening match tonight. So shoot. How do you see this match going out?
Honestly, I don't see Rhea grabbing the belt off of her right away. I think Dom's gonna get involved. Somehow. I don't know. I don't know if he'll cost her the match or not, but I just can't see them taking the belt off of Liv this quick.
Right.
Let it build a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let that just a little bit longer. Just we're getting some good shit. So just let it keep going.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's too soon for Rhea to take it back, and we're starting to see a lot of cracks form in Judgment Day. So I can see possibly Dom shenanigans take place that cost Rhea the title. So yeah, Liv's retaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
do y'all think that Liv is working with Finn?
Yeah.
Anybody?
I do. I
that
do.
up?
That's where I was going to go with this. I am so glad that you asked that because I do not think that this is going to be a Liv and Dom thing. I think this is going to be Liv and Finn. I think Finn is due for a really nasty, dirty heel run. He's due for a run of any kind, really. I think this is going to be Finn interjecting himself, and I think that all these cracks that we've been seeing in the Judgment Day, and except for Carlito, nobody gives. What is Carlito even doing?
Hey!
I love Carlito. I love Carlito.
Hey, easy. Take it easy, okay? Take it easy.
There's not many cooler than Carlito. Not many, but like also, what does he do? What the fuck is this all?
He's
like,
bringing the humor
to
to
LWO
the group.
just a couple weeks ago. Like,
exactly, he's bringing the humor. That's it.
He's bringing the humor to the group.
He's the personality hire. Come on, guys.
But
you rather listen to Damien talk all day? Come on now.
No. But if you've been watching like every week, you see like there's always something going on in the background with him. He's always either on the phone with somebody. There was a couple segments where he's on the phone with somebody, and then there's a couple segments where like it's like Finn should have been there and he wasn't, or Finn is costing a match to somebody. Like there's definitely going to be some Finn fuckery going on. And you can coin that phrase. There's going to be Finn fuckery, and I'm
that's
all
going to be on
for
her shirt come January.
I am a Finn Balor maniac. I love Finn Balor. I want Finn Balor to be the nastiest, brutalist heel that he can be. I want to go back to the NXT Finn when he came back and fucking kicked Johnny Gargano's fucking head off his shoulders. I want that Finn. And I want the Demon Finn back. So I think listen, Rhea, I know you watch this show all the time. And I know that you see that I put my face on this board. And I just want to let you know, I only put Danny's face on your body because other than you, there's nobody else I'd rather smooch than Danny. I am a huge Rhea Ripley fan. But Rhea, I love you, baby. But you got to lose this weekend. You have to lose to Liv because this has to set up to something long. This has to lead up to a Finn and Liv versus Dom. I hate saying that. I hate saying Dom and anything. But Dom and Rhea versus Finn and Liv. This is going to be a good long stretch of like intergender tag matches. I love you, Rhea, and I'm sorry, but you are not who I am picking.
She's going to
text
you.
I'm sorry. Right, I know. Come on, guys, I gotta take this. Well, baby, I do love you. I do love you. But I'm just trying to be the best writer that I can be right
now. I didn't know the restraining order lifted.
Right.
2 weeks ago, yes. No, we didn't make a big deal out of it, but it did get lifted.
Yeah, right.
All right, Danny.
I agree with you guys. I think Liv is gonna win. I think that Finn is definitely fuckery all the way, 100%. I think he's pulling the strings, and I personally think that he's encouraging Dom, but he's actually playing Dom. Like, remember, he's the one that took the card and put it in his pocket. He's doing all the little shit. He's trying to break up the group. He's trying to put the focus on Dom. Like, you know, he's the youngest, he's the smallest one in the group, so he's putting everything on Dom. And I think it's gonna be, I feel like at some point it's gonna be Dom being a face again. It's gonna be Dom and Rhea versus Finn and fucking Liv. That's what's gonna happen. I think Dom is being played, and I feel like if Dom screws Rhea Ripley in this match, I feel like it's because of Finn will encourage something. He'll try to put a bug in his ear to try to get him to come out. And because they're teammates and he's trusting them and he thinks it's the right thing to do, he'll go out there. The only person that actually knows what's really going on, and I think he knows from day one and he's just waiting for the right time to strike, is Damian Priest. He's the only one. He knows what's going on. I think he's just waiting.
You guys get an idea at all what's going on.
I think he is. I think he's not being fooled. I think he knows what's going on. I think Dom, unfortunately, is being played. So he's the naive one. So it's always the Latin guy.
Now, here's a follow-up question. Would you rather see Dom or Damian with Rhea versus Finn? Because you got to think of the power dynamic here within Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Dominic is like, he's getting a lot of attention, but only because he is tied in with Rhea. And also Liv also. So would you rather see this become a Dominic and Rhea versus Liv and Finn, or would you rather see this become Liv and Finn versus Rhea and Damian?
Who's that to? Anybody?
Yeah, anybody.
I'll keep it with Dom and Rhea.
Fine, a fuck boy. I keep Dom and Rhea. Honestly, like, as much as Damian Priest is, I love Damian Priest. I like him as a wrestler. He's a great wrestler. I don't think his promos are great. I think he's a great wrestler. I think he's trying. Fucking Dom has been a workhorse, bro. Like him, the fucking backlash. That kid has had more. Like, you look it up. Look how many matches he's had within the year.
I think he had most matches last year.
Exactly, even more than Roman.
Oh, yeah,
like he's had more.
Do that.
He's having more. No, he's not a jobber though. Like, he's like put himself out there. Like, he's like, yeah, he's gotten help. I think
I think he's a jobber. I think that guy. Bro. I don't know. What does he do in his matches?
He does good. He's improved so much in his
matches. What matches are you talking about?
He's improved in so many of his matches. You think back of when he first started, and you think back and you look now of all.
He got destroyed by Brock Lesnar in one of his.
Who's fucking Brock Lesnar? You can't compare Brock.
Who
Lesnar.
has it?
That was the best match that he's ever had.
No, it's not. He's had a phenomenal matches. Even now, like, he's willing. That's a kid that's willing.
Bro was in a WrestleMania match and literally got spanked by his father. Literally got spanked by his father at WrestleMania.
Okay, and I'm gonna really make you upset right now. Are you ready? Because I'm really gonna. Make you upset. I think Dominic is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns. I'll say it. I think Dominic Mysterio is a way better wrestler than Roman Reigns.
Whoa, look at me.
Tell me.
Pissing me off.
He is. He really is. He really is. Look at the family. Look at the family he comes from.
What?
He comes from the Luchador family. He's going to eventually be
out of line.
Give me stats.
I'm going to say it.
Logan Paul is a better luchador than Dominic Mysterio.
No, bro. No. Listen. If you're gonna look, Dom right now is what? Like, he's probably like in his 20s, right? In his 20s, maybe early 20s, something like that. Maybe, I don't know.
No, listen, let's not bring.
Give him a couple of years. Like, you tell me. Look at all the Roman matches and look at the Dominic matches. Give Dominic a few more years. He comes
no,
from
listen.
he comes from the Mysterio. He's a Mysterio. He's gonna eventually be better. He's a better wrestler.
No. You're
he's
talking
gonna
about
be
how many he's had.
we're talking. See, you're focused. We're focused on showman. I always said this, showman. Just like Cody. Roman is not a better wrestler than Cody. Hell no. Not even close. Where?
Now you're just being straight
Where is he a good wrestler? Show me. He's a wrestler, but he's not a great wrestler. Where? What moves? What has he done in matches that it made you be like, wow? Nothing. He's a showman. Cody is a great wrestler. He wrestles.
You're out of line, sir.
No, man. Listen, hate it or love it. I'm gonna be bold. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Give Dominic Mysterio a couple of more years. He'll be a better wrestler than Roman.
No.
Well, thank you everyone for turning into the last episode of A Worthy Addiction.
Yeah,
agree. Listen, by the way, agree or disagree.
Hey, listen, divorce papers are in the mail, Danny.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Like it or hate it, I don't care. It's my opinion.
You're insane. You are insane.
Name one. Tell me. Name one match that you have watched Roman Reigns in that you said, wow, he wrestled so good in that match. What did he do?
Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns.
Logan Paul carried that match. Logan carried that match. What are you talking about?
He got his ass whooped. That's by design.
Oh, no,
That's
man.
by design.
You can't spear and do all this other shit and call yourself a good wrestler. Good wrestlers are what? Technical wrestlers. He comes from a Mysterio dynasty. Okay? Rey Mysterio is a better wrestler than
what the fuck has Rey Mysterio done in the last 15 years?
He's done a lot. He's what? 50, 60, almost 60 years old and still doing the shit he used to do. He's a great
went to do a fucking 619 on somebody and fell out of the goddamn ring.
You look at all the
Rey Mysterio I watched growing up.
You look at all the Rey Mysterio matches now, and there's still better matches than again, we're focused on the showman. He is the showman. Of course, we're gonna be like, yeah, he held the title for this long. He is the showman.
You're insane.
But you're not focused on the thing.
You're insane.
Come on.
You're insane.
Come on. It's not. He's not Triple H. Triple H is a great wrestler, and great champion. He was a great wrestler. He was good. His matches weren't just.
Triple H was never a great wrestler. Never.
How?
He just had the privilege of sticking it to the boss's wife. Her daughter.
Help me, please. Somebody, please listen. We go. Listen,
Triple H was never a great wrestler.
He was a great.
It was amazing storyteller.
And you think
not a good wrestler?
Here's my question: do you think Roman is a better wrestler than Triple H?
You're goddamn right, I do.
You're drinking too many fucking White Claws, bro. You're wilding right now. You are
No.
tweaking right now, bro. What?
No.
What? Hell no. Hell no. Nowhere near. Showman. He's a good showman.
No.
Hey, I acknowledge the tribal chief. I like him. I love what he's done. I love the
fucking tribal chief does not acknowledge you.
You can put that I don't give a shit.
Finger right back down.
I acknowledge.
Don't you even put that finger up.
And the crossover, but as far as wrestling is concerned, come on, man. He couldn't lace Triple H's boots if he wanted to. He couldn't even do it. He couldn't do it. He could not fucking do it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't lace Cody's boots if he wanted it. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. He couldn't do it.
You're insane. You're insane. Anyways. Anyway.
I should have been like Mike Tyson, like have the birds and shit. I know how to ruffle them feathers. I love it. All right, where are we at here? All right, what do we got next?
Next match, we got Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. Go ahead. Anybody can start other than Danny, because fuck Danny.
I ruffled his feathers because his hero sucks at wrestling. Hey, Sami Zayn keeps his title. I don't think Braun's taking the title yet. Sami Zayn keeps it. He's gonna keep it.
Not yet. I don't think it's Braun's time yet. It's too soon.
I agree. Like, as much as I want Braun to get it,
yeah, Sami's gonna get it.
Because how long ago was the last match between them?
It wasn't that long.
Not
that
long. Exactly.
Not that long. It's gonna be one of those things where he's gonna be close to it, and it's kind of like where you guys were talking about with Drew, where it's gonna be one of those things where he loses and it drives him to be more aggressive. it's going to be more aggressive. I mean, people are going to hate it because they want Braun to get it, but like you said, Clint, how far along was that match? Right, hasn't been too long. So I think Sammy will take the win, but I don't think that. I don't think Braun's not taking that title. He's going to keep it.
I am going to disagree, and not because I'm angry at my spouse here. I think it's because I don't think Braun is ready for a title run, but I do know that Sammy is ready for some fucking time.
Thank you, Cobra. Appreciate you, Cobra. I hear you, Cobra.
Get this shit off of my screen. I'm talking.
Cobra.
I think Sammy is ready for some time off, and like if you see like all the comedy tour bullshit that Sammy's doing, like he's on his way out for a little while. I don't think Braun is ready to win. I don't think Braun is ready to carry a title, but I do see this match going down with Braun winning only because there's nobody else that they can put the title. Who is talking right now?
Oh man. Chew, what do you think, Chew?
As far as Sammy?
Sammy and Braun.
I'm gonna have Sammy retain, at least for now. Yeah. This ain't their last match.
No, not at all.
I think it'll be better than the last match. They gotta let Braun show what he can do. He can go, man. He's more than just a spear. So maybe Sammy can help get that out there.
They really need to do more than what they did at Money in the Bank. Mm-hmm. I was so for Braun winning at Money in the Bank, and then I was like, wow, what a fucking idiot I was. Like that was gonna happen. Next match we got the motherfucking Queen.
Oh, Jesus.
Nia Jax versus Bayley for the what is this, the world or the undisputed women's championship? Yeah. It's one of the women's championships. Mm-hmm. The Queen versus Bayley. Clint, go ahead. Start us off.
So I think Nia takes this, but Tiffany cashes in Money in the Bank.
Yep. That's where I'm going. Yeah. It's coming.
That's exactly my point. Yep.
I think the opposite. I think Bayley will win and she cashes in on Bayley. I think she'll take
Either
it.
Way, it's going to be Tiffy time. So.
Yeah, it's going to be Tiffy.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think it matters who wins. It's Tiffy time.
Yeah.
By the end of the SummerSlam, it's Tiffy time.
I agree with this.
Well,
I agree.
I guess that would be kind of a repeat of
I'm with you. Cobra. I'm with you, Cobra. Like, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah, I just love how much you and Cobra are sucking each other's dicks now. After you guys have been talking so much shit to each other for how many weeks? Yeah, go ahead and milk
it. Holy shit. Oh man, listen. Yeah, that last Bayley. Honestly, can I just say that I hate the way Bayley's been booked. Like, I really hate it, man. Like, I feel like after she won her match at WrestleMania, I think the way she's been booked hasn't been to the point where like she's Bayley. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she should be like as like kind of like level with Rhea right now. Right? I mean, I know this is Rhea's time. But this is Bayley. No, like on that level on SmackDown. She should be on that level. She should be that champion where she's getting booked. Like, yo, they've even like taken her off like posters and shit. Like, why are we booking our champion? That's fucking Bayley. Like, everybody wanted Bayley to win. When WrestleMania happened, that was the thing everybody wanted. The way she's been booked has been like, it's shitty. It hasn't been a good run for her. And not because she fucking sucks, because she's great. It's just they booked her the wrong way. And not that, you know. Not against Triple H. I think he's doing a good job, but I just think like she should be booked a little better.
I'll even take that a step further.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say even before Mania, you know, she won the Rumble, but everybody, all they could talk about was Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
Completely glazed over. You know, So this entire year has just been kind of a shit booking for her.
Yeah, no, I think she definitely should be booked a little better. I think she should definitely have a strong run. And I honestly, I don't think she even lose the title tomorrow. I mean, there's a possibility that she may, but I don't think she should lose it right now. I think she needs to be booked the right way. She needs to get a little shine because they're not doing her any justice right now. And it's sad because she has potential to win over the crowd.
His poor storytelling for Nia and for Bayley.
Yeah.
And Bayley, I know you're watching. I know that you're a big fan. We talk all the time. And Bayley, I love you. Your cornhole videos that you post all the time, I love them. When she's playing cornhole in the shorts, great videos. I love Bayley, but Bayley, this isn't your time anymore. It's Tippy, and it doesn't matter whether you beat Nia or not.
Yeah,
Tippy's walking out of there with the fight.
I'm gonna change
that
mine.
brings us to
I'll go with Bayley.
The final one is Gunther versus Damian Priest.
Definitely a good fight.
Actually, this isn't the final one.
Well, there's one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want Finn to screw Damian Priest because I think Gunther he needs to be champion.
Yeah.
Give him the fucking title. He is a dominant force. He is one of those villains that he is the villain of our time. He is the guy. He is the man. Like him or not, I think his title run will be phenomenal. I think he will dominate everyone that he puts, just like the IC. And that makes for not only good storytelling, but good matches too. Like there's so many people you could put up against him. Dream match, him and John Cena. Let's see it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's fucking make it happen. And
by the way, Shoot reminded me tonight that John Cena's retiring. I forgot all about that.
I think Gunther needs to get this title. I would be disappointed if he didn't get. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because again, you never know. But I want Gunther to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree only because I fucking hate agreeing with you for anything now. But I agree. It's been too long. There's been too long of a title reign for Damian. He had a little bit of a redemption where Gunther's out there and talking shit, and you expect Damian to go out there, and they did that promo where Gunther's out there and he's just running his mouth about Damian Priest, talking shit, saying he's a street champ or whatever, and then Damian's music plays, and the whole time I'm thinking, what is this fucking guy gonna come out here and say? And then he comes out there and he doesn't say anything. He just fucking punches Gunther right in the face. And I was like, oh shit, this is exactly the Damian they needed to be doing right away. Don't hand him a loaded mic, just fucking have him go out there punching people. But it's too little too late. Gunther needs to win. Whether I would prefer to see Gunther win clean and have Gunther be the new champion with a clean victory, but I think this is going to be to piggyback off of the Finn and Liv thing. I think this is going to be something where Finn is going to cause Damian the title. Either way, I'm good with it as long as Gunther walks out of there as the world champion.
Yeah.
I'm Gunther all the way.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah. He needs to definitely win this title. He's already made his mark. He needs to be champion. He was already champion, not the last Royal Rumble, but the Royal Rumble before that. He was already champion to me. I was like, this guy's gonna be fucking champion. Just give him the title. Just think of all the great matches he's gonna have. Think of all the dream matches he's gonna have. He's gonna have a lot of them. A lot of them. And he's like the Ivan Drago of the fucking WWE. I love that persona of being this. He's unstoppable, bro. When he gets into champion mode, because when he was the IC champion, fuck it. It was nobody fucking touching him. I mean, Sami Zayn's story, I felt like that was appropriate because Sami Zayn is the underdog, and it had to be that way. But again, it's kind of like what we were talking about Logan Paul. Sometimes you got to kind of like upset you to eventually elevate you to the point where this is where he's at. Like he needs to be fucking champion. Give him the title. If I was the Triple H, I'd just give it to him. Fuck the match, just give him the title. Just give it to him. He's great. He's fucking. I enjoy watching him every time he fights. I enjoy watching him.
All right, and the final match of the night that we should be speculating on is none other than Toy Addict 17 versus Unworthy Collector.
You mean Kira and Danielle?
Look at the fucking makeup on these guys here.
Some bad biatches.
I can tell you, I'm here to tell you right now, Toy Addict 17 even knows who is going to win by the little makeup here on the cheek. You see,
Not a chance in hell. Hell no. This is not Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. This is Toy Addict 17 versus Kevin. You're going through a table. You're going through a table. I'm gonna powerbomb you. I'm gonna powerbomb you through a table. Oh man, I love the makeup.
Dad says, "I being a champ myself, I can relate to all these title matches." I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure.
Clint is responsible for the makeup. I did want to give a shout out to Clint.
Shout out to Clint.
I did face swapping and couldn't figure out how to do the makeup. Fantastic for he helped me out.
You made me beautiful. Way. Thank you. Thank you for making me beautiful.
Put some fucking makeup on this boar over here. So thank you, Clint.
I didn't put makeup on you. You demanded that I put makeup on you.
Well, yeah, I gotta look as good, if not better.
I mean,
which is exactly what Triple H and Rey Mysterio and all these other dickheads.
Go back to the photo. Like I look like the person that you would have a really good time with, and Unworthy looks like the person that you can't walk in front of the lawn. Like don't walk in front of my lawn, please. What's the lady's name? Something Green.
I really fucking wish that didn't sound so accurate. By the way, don't fucking walk on my lawn though.
But Clint, phenomenal job, Clint. Phenomenal job.
Why are you sounding surprised? I bring it to you every time.
Yeah. Highly Postal says hot.
Yes. Oh man, that was fucking great. All right, well, fellas, we've gotten to the portion of our show where we stop talking about wrestling, stop talking about facts, but we get back to the community and we do the AWA Weekly Fix, where we showcase folks and show them love based on what they do. You know, there's a lot of people in our community, not just toy community, but like overall, like doing dials, doing art, comics, cosplay, whatever it is. And we like to showcase them and show them some love. So everybody that we showcase on tonight, if you don't know them or you're not following them, go give them a follow. Go look at some of their photos. Go show them some love. Go interact with them if you like. You know, make them feel welcome, because maybe, you know, everybody needs that, right? So starting off tonight, I'm actually going to share it because I couldn't get it up on my screen earlier, but I am going to share it. And the first person is the captain _ captain _ 1134. Phenomenal guy. Such a positive dude. Always willing to join like collabs and stuff. Always does great photos. And again, I wanted to showcase him tonight because again, I had the pleasure of meeting him at least once at a Toy Con, and it's such an awesome dude, and he's super tall too. Like it's crazy how like you meet these people and like you like have this like view of them, and they're like, you think they're like your height. Maybe I'm just too fucking short. I don't know, but like the captain is just the man, bro. Like he's always like taking photos where you see the fun he's having in his photos, and such a positive guy. And I wanted to kind of definitely showcase him tonight. So if you're not following the captain _ underscore the captain underscore 1134. Go give him a follow. Go check out his photos. If you want to collaborate with him, definitely do so. Again, awesome guy. Next we have is where we at here? Hold on, because I just stopped sharing here, but let me go back. The next person we have for tonight is Mr. Josh Brown. I wanted to showcase Josh Brown, awesome toy photographer, but also awesome fucking head sculpt painter. And he does 3D head sculpts. He does amazing 3D stuff, 3D print stuff, and he paints them really well. And he has his own little like a shop thing where if you're looking to purchase like a head sculpt for one of your like Mythic Legions or whatever it is, go check his stuff out. He's doing a phenomenal job again. Go support his stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always nice to like see, like from what I've heard from past experiences, even hearing of like dire makers and stuff that I've taken photos, they always get pleasure. Like Jedi Jack, for example, right? He always gets pleasure in seeing like his baby, right? Something he created, something that you wanted, and putting it together in your photo and you bringing it to life, right? Because it takes two to kind of bring that photo to life, right? So like he's doing amazing stuff, man. With his head sculpts, and I've seen a couple of photos with someone like there's like this like cybernetic like bunny head or some shit like that. Like it's pretty dope, and he got a bunch of stuff.
I didn't realize that my microphone was muted until just now, but yeah, Jedi Jack definitely gets pleasure out there.
Yeah, so definitely go check his stuff out and go check his toy photos. Awesome guy, very supportive. Yeah, so go give him a follow. And that's it for me. Unworthy, do you have anybody you want to showcase tonight?
I want to showcase.
No one. He's out.
I don't know what the hell is going on here. There we go. I'm being sabotaged by my own co-host. I do want to feature somebody. I want to feature Toyetic 17 for not only being a completely wrong asshole for all of his opinions on wrestling, but also I did want to showcase Toyetic 17 for the Black and Wednesdays collab. Yesterday was the last day of Black and Wednesdays with Red and Blue, and I had a really nice thing that I was going to read off, but because you're such a bastard, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say shout out to Toyetic 17 for Black and Wednesdays.
Fun fact,
always a pleasure to have Black and Wednesdays back. So
fun fact about Black and Wednesdays. Black and Wednesdays was not the last day for Black and Wednesdays was not this Wednesday. It was last Wednesday. So for everybody who
you're wrong because yesterday was Wednesday.
No.
And it was July.
See, this is why I don't know, man. You gotta really watch your matches and watch my posts.
Look at the fucking calendar, bro. Look at the calendar.
Hear me out. The last Wednesday for Black and Wednesdays was last week. This week I had something planned out where I was going to showcase, which I'm still going to showcase everybody's photos because everybody did amazing photos. I ended last week. The fact that people kind of took initiative and decided to
there's 5 Wednesdays.
Look at the posts. Look at the posts. The fact that people decided to continue it and like post something on Black and Wednesdays shows proof that, again, the collab was never meant for people to like. This is not serious. This is for fun. This is not something. This is not a job. But the fact that people kind of just took initiative and made it, because that's what it is. When you're doing collabs, it's for everybody. It's not just for me. It's for everybody. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. There is no like LLC on anything here. I don't own anything. So the fact that people were still able to kind of like post a photo and show love and continue it even to the end of the month. Listen, much love to everybody because that's what it was meant for. It was meant for everybody to just have fun. And I appreciate everybody who posted. And I was grateful enough to showcase your photos yesterday. And thank you. Thank you for ending the month on a positive and on an awesome note. Thank you. And a word for the shout out. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And now that you're done talking, I can also say my other I wanted to shout out as well. I did want to shout out Diggs Figs. Go check out Diggs Figs. He does amazing photography, but also he was man enough to sit through an entire episode as a guest on Cobra Dad's Weekly Habit. So that says a lot about his character and his strength and his patience. So Go check out Diggs Fix, but also go check out Weekly Habit with Cobra. And also,
Cobra
if you're not following Clintastic 4, shoot. I'm sorry, I can't point at you. I'm having a retard moment here. And also, don't go follow this asshole. Don't go follow him. And for what that's worth, I'm related to him, so don't go follow me either. But thank you, guys. Thank you, except Danny.
Oh man, shoot! Do you have anybody you want to shout out tonight? Off the top of your head, I know it's like.
I don't know the name of the page. I think it's Project Pokemon or something. 150. It was a big Pokemon collab. They did the Kanto region that I was just involved in, and they I guess it's a page someone had put together. I'm not exactly sure, but they took everybody's photos that were in the collab and they made it into like a poster I had as a kid of all the original Pokemon, and it is insane. I couldn't believe you actually did it.
Awesome.
And it took me a while to find mine because you had to make kind of some of them pretty small, but it was awesome. I've never been part of a collab like that, so shout out to them and throwing that all together. And then I noticed today they did the Pokemon rap with everybody's photos.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's fantastic. Hell yeah!
I think I shared the poster on my story. I don't know if I shared the rap or not. If I didn't, I will go back and make sure to share it.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Everyone should see. If you're a fan of Pokemon, it's really great to see.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I wish I had known. So I just recently got into taking Pokemon pictures, and I wish I'd known about these collabs because I've had Pokemon figures. So like, I wish I had known about them before now. And now that I do know about them, and everybody else is doing so much better, now I don't want to be a part of them because I'm just gonna bring it down. If I get myself involved now.
Oh, shut up! You're fine.
Oh, thank you.
Clint, do you have anybody you want to showcase? You want to talk? You want to mention? I know there's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot. No one off the top of my head.
Okay.
There's nothing left on the top of my head.
No, absolutely. And as always, guys, follow everybody we've mentioned tonight. Go check their pages out. Go show them some love. Like I said, collab with them if you want to do a collab, whatever they're doing, or even if they're like cosplayers, whatever it is. Past people we've mentioned, go check out their stuff because everybody's doing amazing stuff. And we always every week we like to like showcase people because again the algorithm sometimes it just gets in the way and we miss so many awesome people. Also, if you're like doing something awesome other than toy photography and you want to come on the show, hit us up. We want to hear your story. We want to talk to you and hopefully get to know who you are and promote your stuff because that's what we do here. So thank you everybody for watching tonight and sticking with us this time because it's late, but
yeah, we did. We went on long, but it's mostly because I had to tell Danny about how ignorant he didn't listen, but it's okay.
You know how you won an argument when the other partner continues to talk and you're just done with it.
I've been married a long time, and I know that the longevity of a relationship is who can talk the longest. The longest.
Well, listen, much love to everybody. Hey, shout out to Shoot, Clint. Always love Unworthy. Love you, baby. Always. And shout out to everybody who tuned in. Make sure you're hitting that like button. If you're not subscribed and you're new here, welcome home. Welcome to the family. Come hang out with us every week, every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I have a quote for tonight. I do have a quote, and it's a wrestling quote, and I want to end the show on this.
All right.
And
go ahead. No, I'm waiting.
This quote comes from a phenomenal wrestler, and it's so true. And this is from Paul Levesque, Mr. Triple H, and he said, and it's cool. It says, "None of us."
Thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Click that notification bell
for more content.